Hello and welcome to Don't Kill My Character presents Superhero Shenanigans Issue 3. My name is Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, and also Don't Kill My Character. I have an amazing cast of superheroes with me tonight. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and the character they're playing, and I'm actually going to remember to introduce the character that I'm playing this time because I don't have to be running live tech the same way I usually do. So exciting there, but I'm gonna have Claude, our game master, start us off.
Hello. As introduced, I am Claude, aka Curly Insane Guy, and I am the GM for this with a lovely, lovely cast. I don't really have much else to introduce character-wise because I am all of the unimportant people. So, we'll hop over to Grant.
Yeah, no, don't sell yourself short. You're all the important people.
Although on the lines of selling yourself short, you usually are sitting much lower, and I feel like you were sitting lower during test, and then you just went up high, and yeah, let's sit that short. That's a good short.
My name's Grant. I'm at Meredith on most of the socials. Huge nerd and geek, so feel free to talk to me about all the geeky stuff. And I'm playing Revenant, a shadow controller with baggage. And Goofy.
With so much luggage.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I can go
physical
to Europe
luggage,
and
I think
back.
it is.
And I will pass it to Extell.
Extell,
That's
do you
you.
want to go?
Oh, and he's
Maybe not ready.
muted.
Let's pass it to Jackie.
Let's take it to me. Hi, I'm Jackie, and I play Mecha Ochre, a cyborg that has just discovered he is has been transported to another world.
Very fun. Let's pass it to Sam.
Oh, me? Hi.
Yes, you.
Didn't see you there. My name's Sam. I'm playing Bertrum Blithely. He is a detective who shrinks and gets real small.
Yep. And that's exactly all he does. Not terrorizing people in helmets.
I'm a pacifist. I would never hurt anyone.
All right. I am gonna go next. I am Kate. I am playing Marley, who is a psychic empath and really wishes that she was not. It's pretty complicated power set to have. But maybe she has other powers now. Maybe she can also teleport. Maybe she can just do whatever she wants to do as long as she also needs to do it. We're gonna see. Some fun stuff going on. Extell, can you hear us? Maybe not. I'm gonna take... Oh, we cannot hear you. Okay, I'm going to have Jackie, if you would like to once again do a recap, because you wrote an awesome recap for us. And we'll, get the back end set up there while you do.
Alrighty. All right, folks. In our last issue of Superhero Shenanigans titled The Fast and the Friendliest, our heroes encountered Gabe Cano. That's me. A being from another world. Exhausted and mistakenly believing that Revenant is the villain from his own world, Gabe attacks him. During their encounter, Gabe mentions Seraphim, Revenant's estranged sister in this universe, which triggers painful memories for Revenant. Days later, Ember, Raven, Bertrum, and Marley help Gabe come to terms with the fact that he is from another universe. After regaining his strength, Gabe transforms into Mecha Ochre. He accepts a challenge to race Ember and the others, leading to a playful and enjoyable race where Marley discovers a teleportation power she can't fully control. However, their frivolity is short-lived when Bertrum receives a message informing him that the Power Core gang has escaped. The team intercepts them, battling power suits and minions, but just as they are about to gain the upper hand, a loud boom interrupts the battle, and a sniper's shot strikes Revenant. And now, let's rejoin our heroes for another thrilling installment of
Superhero
Shenanigans.
There we have the soul sounded.
Is
Amazing.
it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Jackie, for the wonderful recap.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Let's have Extell, because we can hear you again now, and you can hear us. You were on it for the Superhero Shenanigans. give a little intro of you and your character, and then Claude, you can take it away, bring us into game. Oh, we don't have your sound anymore.
Oh no, we don't have him.
But you said superhero shenanigans with us.
Maybe he was just mouthing it, like lip syncing.
Maybe,
But how
No,
did
I
you
heard-
hear
maybe
him?
when we all speak together,
Hold
it's
on.
his voice.
Try again.
Oh,
Oh,
I-
he just disappeared.
Sam, what did you do?
Sam.
Sam it! Sam it!
Yeah, that's
Can I get away with that one?
Friendly. That's DKMC friendly.
Okay,
There,
cool, cool.
this should be fine now.
There we
Yay.
go.
Yay.
All right.
Welcome
When in
back.
doubt, reload video ninja.
Yeah. Oh, there we go, and
Um,
you're clear. Take it away.
Hello, I am Extell. That's my name, I think. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. Who knows? Really. I'm truly an immortal being that's been around since the beginning of time, so you can take with that what you will. Anyway, Extell the names, and I'm at Extra the King on the socials. I am playing Ember. Both of our pronouns are he, him, and Ember has fire powers because he's hot.
He's very hot, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I got.
Hooray!
Yeah.
We're in rare
Right.
form today.
I feel like this is actually pretty normal form.
It's pretty,
for
I
us,
was about to say,
isn't it?
this
It's
is
pretty
like
standard form.
common, yeah.
Yeah.
Common
This is
form.
how we are. This is our shenanigans. Take it
Yep.
away, Claude.
All right, so as Jackie said, we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger as a sort of repulsor-ish blast from a power suit rang out with kind of a dull boom, and everyone saw Revenant snap back in response, and we're gonna jump in from right there at that point in initiative and allow Revenant a toughness save.
oh no.
So, let me get these numbers up. This is a DC 29 toughness
Oh god.
coming your way.
That was a nat 1, so I'm gonna use my hero point.
Oh no.
Right at the
Please?
start. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, please do.
Rip.
Oh my
rip.
goodness.
Well, that's an 11.
The thing you don't
Okay.
want to roll with a hero point?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Marley-
Marley
19.
Marley has an ability, because I'm reading further down my character sheet, who would have thought, called Inspire. Spend a hero point to grant allies a +1 circumstance bonus per rank. Can I use that to help here?
That would be a standard action to perform, and
Hmm.
so needs to be on your turn. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
And I guess one question is, am I aware of this or am I caught off guard?
I would say, since it's like in the midst of combat and Bertram has like made you aware of the fact that there is someone out there, this isn't like a surprise attack. So if
Okay.
you've got things that are based on awareness, you still get those in this situation. So
Okay,
what did you
so-
get for your total?
19. So failed by 2 degrees. Or is
Oh,
that right?
that's not terrible. So could have been much worse. Yeah. So you do get a -1 to your future toughness saves in this case, and you are dazed.
Okay.
All in all, it could have been much worse for you. For all the hype that was given in the last moment. I mean, yeah, good job. He could only get that DC so
Oh.
high, unfortunately. If I had managed to crit
Right.
on that, I would be made in the shade as far as taking you out. But yeah.
What does
and
this
that
look
brings
like
us...
to us visually, like to our characters? We just see
Yeah,
Revenant
actually,
get
I'll
shot.
let Grant decide that.
I'd say because I just walloped on the big, scary crocodile thing.
Mhm.
I kind of make a snide comment like, "You ain't so tough," and then my head just snaps back, and I kind of fall on the ground. Kind of a little humble.
Marley seeing Revenant, who is a very strong person to her, fall on the ground, would definitely like get afraid and upset and probably shout out, Rev? Rev? Like, do you say anything back?
I would just kind of shake my head since I'm kind of dazed right now.
He does remain flying, so there's that. Like he didn't drop.
Oh.
So that's good.
Okay, good to know. Whew.
And I do remember that there was some weirdness at initiative as far as where that power armor went, because I'm bad at remembering who's on the sheet. So we'll go from there to the top of initiative, and I'll just slot him as the new top of initiative. And the giant croc man. Oh yeah, let's do a little recap of where we're at. There is a huge reptilian man kind of trading blows with Ember right now. Marley
no, with
is
Ember.
nearby.
It was me.
I was fighting Revenant.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
I
with
took out
Revenant.
the minions. Yeah.
See, you remember better than me.
But
you jumped in front for a hit
because
so you're back.
You didn't interpose. You put yourself back in front because the crocodile was coming for Marley. And I clipped this moment. If you look at our video clips for Don't Kill My Character. So yeah, you were going through all of them, but then he came at Marley because Marley did her psychic blast. It made his nose bleed, and so you're back in front of him. Yeah.
And as a reminder,
like crocodile, Ember, tracker.
This huge crocodilian sort of humanoid figure is also regenerating at a kind of alarming rate. He's taken a few hits and seems no worse for the wear at the moment.
Yeah.
And he's gonna... Oh, actually that tells me where we actually are in initiative, because he just went and caused the interpose thing. So, after that we have Revenant.
Oh, okay. And when I'm dazed, I can only pick one thing, right? Move or attack?
Yep.
I'll just kind of go, look up and go, you're going to regret that, and take off.
Okay, flying towards the power core,
shot me.
remember? Gotcha. So he's kind of posted up on a roof not too far away, surveying the battlefield at a nice safe distance. And yeah, he just fired at you, but yeah, he's easy to track because he's the only person on a building right now in a shiny silver armor. So you spot him. Oh. And yeah, so you can clear that distance and be in range. I'm guessing not landing on the roof with him, but just flying nearby, or what?
Right up to him, yeah.
Gotcha. And that will then bring us to... Oh, the lizards are all down. There were a bunch of other lizard men that were smaller, and Ember just had a heck of a time hitting him with like a 3-piece combo and dropping all of them after Revenant was able to take one out. Or not one. He took a couple out in the vans. So well done. And now we are back to the competition. Speck, actually.
Okay. If I remember correctly, the last thing I did was go out and break this person's thrusters.
Spirit? Oh, I was close.
Or movement. Because it was her thing. So if I could like peek out of the armor suit for a second to actually look at what's going on.
I'd say you can see through the visor just as well, or if you want to poke out of the armor a little, it's easy enough to get like line of sight.
Okay.
Might take a little while to get it all in, but yeah.
So Bertrum looks around. He's like, "Oh wow, there really are just a bunch of lizard guys." He's assessing the situation. So could I use assess to figure out what's going on with this lizard guy's like regeneration abilities?
Ooh, it's not usually one of the results of assessment, but I don't see why not. It'll just be a different option. I like it. Seems useful. I have to check what I need to roll real quick because this is one of those strange ones that the GM is supposed to roll in secret.
This is my insight bonus.
Yes, so if you could give me your insight bonus, I will go from there.
I have a +7.
A +7. Insightful guy.
I try to be.
I appreciate that. All right, and then it is opposed by their deception. Is that my only option? Their deception? They're not very deceptive. Okay, well, you'll probably do fine then.
Awesome.
You said a plus
Well, I guess it
7.
could be persuasion if they were telling the truth. Oh no, they're trying to deceive, to hide information. Never mind.
Yeah, they're just trying to. Yeah, they're just trying to not be.
Not be found out.
Yeah, just not be observed, I guess, which is really tough to do.
Don't perceive me.
Interesting. Okay, so I would say you can tell that their regeneration, just from looking at it, doesn't give you like exact numbers or anything, with especially with the result I got for you, but it seems real fast. Yeah, this is someone you're gonna have to like pour damage into, like just consecutively, if you want to make a dent, because on their turn they will recover. So that's a free action for that assessment, by the way. So if you've got anything else, yeah.
I forgot that's a free action. That's nice. There is 2 things I want to do, and I want to use extra effort to help that.
Okay.
And I have a hero point I can use for that extra effort. But we use that next round, though, technically.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, technically.
I would like to disable this power suit's weapons.
Okay. Just
The same way I've been doing things.
Okie doke. And I've been letting you do that as damage instead of a technology check, right?
Right, with my boomerang.
Okay. Continue on. I'm just checking the rank of their weapon to see what the DC is going to be here.
Okay.
Okay.
Marley will still have like the group chat TM up. Would you share over the group chat what you learned about the crocodile regeneration?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got a quick look at what's going on here. Things are pretty crazy, it seems, but it looks like it's healing pretty fast. So maybe we're gonna try to hit it real big. Give me just a second.
As we start hearing clanking.
Like inside the suit.
All right, hold on.
He's gonna turn this poor suit into like a prison.
I asked her to stop. That's a 28.
28? Yep, that's definitely a hit. And what's the damage rank on that?
We don't know.
2.
That's actually why I'm asking.
It's 2, I believe.
2, so that makes it 21.
It says damage 2, so yes.
Oh, 2. Wait, why did I say... I don't know where I pulled 21 out from, sorry. That's his DC 17.
It's okay. I don't know how this game works.
Wow, what a roll. So
wow.
yeah, the when you say weapon system, what are you going for exactly? Because there's 2 different things that kind of apply here.
They're shooting like energy
The
weapons.
blasters, yeah.
So my goal was to break whatever's powering that.
Okay. Yeah, that works. You hear kind of like a sputtering as they were kind of making like they were doing a hum of sorts because they kind of charge up for a little bit and there's like a slight vibration to them and you can feel that kind of slows.
And then I'm gonna peek out and say I'm gonna use my group chat and I'm gonna be like, all right, who can do the biggest hit to this guy? Who's our guy or girl?
Is it
lady?
One big
Woman.
hit, or do we have to just keep hitting lots?
Yes.
Okay. Also, Grant, just a note, because I am watching the stream layout and you're not. You didn't just point to anyone because you are at the bottom area of the screen that you pointed to. There's no one on top of you. Who did you point to?
I thought about that as soon as I did it. I'm like, oh, it's laid out differently.
No, what he's trying to express is that there's no one here with the ability.
Oh
to
no,
do
he's
it. That's what
flying,
that
so he's
means.
pointing down. And who are you pointing down to, Revenant?
There we go.
Definitely Leo.
Yeah.
So I need to aid someone, and it's either gonna be I think Ember or Mecha Ochre. I'm not sure which one would prefer having an aid.
Probably Ember, because Ember's right in front of this thing.
All right.
Unless Mecha Ochre wants it.
I guess in
Alright.
the moment,
I'm muted.
who would you go for?
Yeah, it'd be you.
Yeah, if Ember's up in the front, I'll do Ember. And let's see. To do an aid, I'm gonna use my extra effort to aid.
All right.
I need to use an attack roll. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Against DC 10.
And I have teamwork, so I get a +5 bonus to that. So I have a +15.
Oh, good heavens. Okay.
Look at us playing the game.
Right. Using all the rules.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled the same thing I rolled last time. So I had a +15, so that's a 33.
A 33 is enough by a few degrees. Let me see by exactly how many.
I am built to aid.
You really are.
It's our Baymax here to help.
So this is going to be a +2 bonus. Actually, did not get the full +5.
Oh, I rolled an 18 on the die.
Which should tell you a bit about how dodgy this thing is. Surprisingly,
Well, any of it helps then.
it's true.
So basically, Bertram broke this thing, popped out, and then just threw his boomerang in an attempt to like distract it, while Ember goes for a big hit.
There's a tiny little boomerang, kind of bounces off this thing's eye to distract it for a second.
That's all I got.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good get, I would say.
You get good. You got good.
Got good.
And then
Get good.
out loud, he'll peek back into the suit and be like, "Your weapons don't work no more."
The response is something that's not channel friendly.
Oh, I feel
Can you
bad for
substitute words, or I'm just gonna leave it at that?
I was just leaving it at
Exclamation
that.
point,
Yeah,
at sign, question
It's
mark.
more fun to have the person reading the issue kind of fill it in. It's the
Yeah.
the expletive, like
Yeah.
at sign, yeah,
Yeah.
Here
Now, there's
for
no
it.
need to be mean.
ampersand, yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Even
I like
ampersand
that
in there.
we all heard her say it. We're like, "Ooh, she mad."
Oh my lord, she's salty. So, to keep things real thematic, I will, and since I kind of messed up the Power Core's initiative, I'll have her go next. I have split the 2 Power Core people up because of my horrible note keeping.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And it's thematic. Let me have this. So, this person will go ahead and kind of yank her helmet off, and then she's gonna go for a grab attempt at Bertram, who has cover for this as well because you're on her person and difficult to get to. So, what is your normal parry as she goes for a grab?
Harry, 13.
Ooh, 13. I gotta check something. This is a very unlikely success for her. So I'll give you half cover for this. So you'll get a +2 circumstance bonus on that, and she has to roll really high for this to be a successful grab.
Oh, she's fighting the Lilliputian.
So you see this. There's a really cool panel where it's tiny you and there's this giant hand coming at you, but it just narrowly misses as it can't really get a hold of you as she attempts a grab check on the tiniest man in the area that we know of. I guess if there could be other like tiny folk around, who could say? Who would know?
Marley
that
would
brings
know, and
us-
we actually confirmed last time that there wasn't.
That's
It's
right.
true. You saw.
That was a
You
discussion.
got to see with like the heat vision a tiny person in this mask. I remember that being a thing too.
Heat vision, empath
yeah.
vision.
And that'll bring us to Gabe.
All right. So moments ago, Marley did some kind of something and made me a little bit better. I don't believe I'm dazed anymore.
That is
Right?
correct.
That's
There was
great.
a heal.
So I am looking from side to side, and I see the lizard guy over here, and I see this power core is just torn off their helmet and is reaching in to grab something, and I say, "Ooh!" I reach behind, and from somewhere I pull out my staff, and it's a kind of a long black metallic-looking thing with these rings, just a few of them that kind of glow in an orange light. And I'm going to jump up, and I'm going to try to thwack her on the head.
Oh no!
Thwack comes across the screen and
Thwack!
Oh yeah.
Splat!
Let's
No,
see.
yeah.
so you will roll that attack.
Here we go. Oh, 17.
As you come thwacking down, the sound is actually a bit more metallic as armored gauntlets that are not functional really anymore come up and block the hit.
Oh.
Yeah, she's able to get her armor in the way of the hit.
Wow.
And
So I'm
meets your gaze with a pretty intense glare.
I have this look of I'm disappointed. I am not getting through. Yeah. I tried punching her once, and that did basically nothing before I was smothered in minions. And then now I tried to thwack her on the head.
Yeah, they're really, really holding you at bay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's
But
okay.
I'm
Mecha
not.
Ochre's had a bad week.
For sure.
He's had a lot.
New universe, family may or may not be dead. Who knows?
Don't you thanks.
Guys,
It's
shut
rough.
up.
We don't talk about it.
Working with your worst
Too
enemy
soon,
ever.
too soon,
Yeah,
too
it's- yeah.
soon.
Yeah, way
Been a
too
time.
soon.
All right.
All right. That takes us back to Leo, actually.
So I think it, this hit, lands on him, and he has this look in his eye that he hadn't had before. Most of the time, he's been pretty heroic. For those at home who watch anime, almighty, smiling through most of the time. But for the first time, I think, and not because he was hurt, because someone else was almost hurt, he has this look on his eyes. For those who also watch anime, again, if you've seen JJK, when Gojo was like, when he was just focused in, it's that blank stare that's just really like he's in the zone. And I'm going to use extra effort here
Okay.
to get a second action, because I'm going to punch this dude twice.
All right.
And I'm also going to use does all out attack, is that an action, or can I just pop that off?
You can pop that off. That helps your accuracy for that one.
Lovely.
So it'll raise that, and you already have a +2 coming from Bertram.
So I get a +7 total then, right? Because it's 5.
Yep.
Lovely. So that'll be a +17 then total.
Okay.
This will be a great time. So that's a 15 on the die, which I believe is 32.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And we'll do the second one. That's an 18 on a die, which is more than 32.
Yes, it is. All right. What are the DCs for those?
Let's see. I believe my unarmed is a DC 19.
All right. Is that at full powered? I think that's if you're that's your base.
Yeah, that's my base.
Okay. So
Not
just
sure
go
if it-
to- it scales
Because I
up.
add 6 total to my strength.
Okay, so yeah, this will be a DC 25.
Lovely.
All right, and I get to do it twice. Okay. Literally half of the second result. For the second one, I rolled half of the first one. So what happens here is, with blinding speed, you do that first hit and tanks it. Not a problem. Its scales are absolutely ready for this. And then the second one comes in, and you kind of knock it for a loop. It steps back, kind of shakes its head. It is at a -1 and dazed.
Can I
I think
ask
the-
because? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I think the first one was he kind of dipped low, changed levels a little bit, popped up and right hook right to the face, and the second one almost right after. He probably threw the punches at the same time, but timed it to land right after, right to the gut.
Yes. And I would say, like, you obviously brace for the punch and everything, and whenever you take that step to get that power, there's like a little bit of a crack as the ground crunches a little bit, and there's like heat, like a burst of heat comes off. There's a little bit of sizzle that anyone nearby kind of feels that this. Usually from Ember, the warmth coming off of him feels very like protective and is a bit more controlled. This seems less so. It's hot.
Yeah.
Because Marley is standing behind Ember, you talked about the look in his eyes. Would Marley catch anything from the emotions?
Fiery rage.
Okay.
Pure volcano levels of unadulterated pure rage.
This is the
something that she
beginning of
has
an
not-
eruption, we'll say.
Okay. And safe to say this is something that she has not felt from him before.
No, not before. You felt him probably get like annoyed or intense, but never angry. And this is the first time he's almost lost in it.
Hmm.
And that actually brings us to Marley. I forgot that initiative played very well into the narrative of things last time, even
It
without
really
me
did.
tweaking it today. Like it was pretty set up for this.
Okay. Marley is going to say in Leo's head, how can I help you?
Be safe. That's all he says before he goes back to.
Whoa.
So, Marley is going to. We'll all be safer when he's dealt with. And Marley's going to go for another mental blast.
Okay.
So that's a DC 23 resist with will.
With will, that's right. Okay. You see this thing's eyes sort of widen. It's very strange because these are like very reptilian eyes, but like on a facial structure of a more humanoid form. Very, very weird. Something no one really would have seen before. And yeah, it seems like something kind of shifts, like it's experiencing a bit of anguish.
I
As
think
it
that
does take another minus.
what Marley's doing here is
I dropped
I
my
think
dice.
she's
Don't worry.
using some of her own. She wants so badly to be able to help. She's feeling the anger of Ember. She's feeling the anger that because she had this thing coming at her, Ember was put in dangerous situation, and it's her own frustration. It's Ember's frustration, and she's tossing that mentally at this. Just the confusion and frustration, I think, is the emotion flavor that it's being blasted with.
Gotcha.
And then she doesn't want to leave where Ember is. She wants to stay close so that she can do her healing, but he said get safe. So I guess she would look around, and is there a place that she can go that would be more cover or...
There is like the other side of the truck that you were fighting next to, the one that's kind of crashed and had a door ripped off. But other than that, you can get to the other side of it, and at least there's kind of a wall there.
Okay. then I think she will dash away over there if that's like a movement thing I can do. And as she's running, you mentioned last time, if I could do all this in one turn, you mentioned last time that there were these like metal orbs, discs, things in the sky. Is that like the action that Sam took earlier to try and see what is that, to perceive them?
So he did assessment specifically to just to see some stuff, like learn information about the lizard person. This would just be a normal perception check for you.
Is that an action, or is that something I can do in this
You
turn?
can do it right now, yeah.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Reading dice. 22 total.
22? Yeah, there are 3 of them that you can see. And they are just like small, almost like a little bigger than camcorder sized floating metal things. And they're, yeah, with the 22, so you can spot how many there are. You can't really like get a super good look, but it seems like little drones.
Okay.
that are
So Marley
circling
will
the area.
say to the group chat, there's 3 little drones circling the area. I can't see what they are from down here, but and she'll describe where each of them are. Maybe one of our flyers can check those out.
And I
think
will
about them.
say, for the with what you got, you'll notice that they are like kind of sticking around the area, orbiting the area that the lizard man is fighting, not so much where the power core guy is, the distance. Like he's kind of outside that radius along with Revenant right now.
Interesting. I will add that to the information I gave the group chat, and I think she would also say, but taking this guy down has to be the priority. We all have to do as much damage to it as possible, or else we're leaving Ember in this fight. We can't do that. We gotta take it down. And that'll be Marley's turn. Tracker's turn.
And Tracker was in fact the last person in initiative. So we go back around to the reptilian kind of powerhouse that's bearing down on Ember. And it will... Ooh.
My defenses are down.
What do I want to... Oh, that's right.
I should have killed you. Which raised
They absolutely are.
like
Thank you for reminding me.
fight this
All right.
guy. Everyone else.
Where's this list of actions we can take?
We dropped in
Graham
the
put it in our
Discord.
chat, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I will say I am
yeah.
amused that Kate or that Tracker managed to weaponize angst.
That's good.
If any character can weaponize angst, it is this 24-year-old.
I mean, truly. So, this thing, you'll notice first of all, it seems to recover just slightly from the damage it has taken before its turn. Because yeah, it's regenerating at a very alarming speed, all things considered. And it will try to grab onto Ember. We're gonna go
Alrighty.
for a grab here.
Just want the hug.
He just wants a hug. So it's gonna make an attack.
I mean, who
check.
doesn't want to hug Ember, truly?
That's a good point. That's a good point. So,
If you
What
like
is
warm
your-
hugs.
Yo,
aw,
gosh.
Olaf from Frozen would love you. What is your parry?
It is 12. It's plus 10, right, for the thing? Oh my.
Yep.
Okay, so total of 22 then.
Total of 22, and then that is
Yeah.
dropped by 5 because of the all-out attack.
Oh yeah, so what is that? Like 17?
All right, so he is successful at grabbing you. He does actually need a toughness save against your fire aura.
Yeah.
So grabs onto you, seems to just kind of fight through the fact that he's being burned while he does so. And you are 1 degree, so you are hindered and vulnerable.
Alright.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
1 degree. You're restrained. You are immobile and vulnerable right now. Vulnerable
Gotcha.
means your defenses are halved.
Mm.
And so I'm going to give you a nice shiny little hero point as
I need you to do something bad.
Lovely.
as
So
he
I
will
have two
take
now. I want to be known. I have two.
as he'll go ahead and take another turn, and while grabbing onto you, will power attack because there's almost no way to miss you right now with the vulnerability.
Yeah.
And indeed, rolled high enough, so he's gonna sink his claws in. This is maybe one of the worst difficulties I've sent at you guys for an enemy. So roll me a DC 30 toughness check.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, now you know why I'm over at the building.
Wow, these guys are tougher to fight than the Wonderland gang, the Looking Glass.
What a
gang?
twist!
So wild time. Don't worry about it. You see, here's the thing.
Yes.
I rolled a 3 on the die.
You can't tell me not to worry about it and then roll a 3 on the die.
Besides, I don't think that I could have beaten it anyway because I only have 8 to my toughness. So it's
That's
This is
true.
like the degrees of failure
Everything
game.
is
This is like how badly
okay.
you fail.
It is. It is indeed.
so
You did
3 on
just
the
get a hero
die
point.
plus 8. No, I'm not wasting it on this. I'll be fine.
You're just gonna take it? Okay, I gotta
It's
do the
11
math.
total.
Poor Tracker's
no.
gonna get like traumatized here.
An 11 total. Okay, are you sure you want to let that ride?
The game master's
You're gonna-
asking, "Are you
Am I
sure?"
gonna die from this? Will I die from this?
There's no like instant death in the way I am running this. So you
It's
will
on
not.
Don't Kill My Character. So
That's fine. Yeah, I have regeneration 10, so every round I heal.
Oh, that's true.
So it's fine.
Oh yeah, so you should have healed on your turn if you weren't already. He actually does fail against your aura this time,
Oh,
so
there
he
you go.
takes damage at the same time he's doing this to you. But it does in fact incapacitate you.
Ooh.
This is gonna look pretty gnarly as he grabs onto you. He like basically wraps his arms. This huge thing. He is slightly bigger than you, which is saying a lot. Wraps you to where
Like
you can't
6'5",
move, and then while you're like that, he just sinks his claws in and pulls it apart, just rakes them across your body, and just lets you fall. As he kind of gets burned from doing this, and yeah, y'all, Ember is down. Shockingly, the first PC downed in this campaign. I'm shocked at who it was.
Everything's fine.
And yeah, there's a burst of heat, and then it gets cold, because he stops radiating the heat. And yeah, what is the reaction to everyone? This is one of those things where it's like a big back and forth. They're hitting each other, and then like in just seconds, grabbed, slashed, and he just falls. Ember is down.
I'm oblivious.
This is
Yeah.
true.
You're on mission. Wow. Yeah, I think I turn towards him and I yell, "No!"
I think since Bertram has worked with Ember in the past, I feel like Bertram's got complete faith in him, that knowing he's somewhat regenerative. That like it's gonna work out. I trust the team. I'll keep, I gotta make a plan.
I think
Current
that
client paid for an hour. She's gonna get her hour of therapy.
Just start billing now. Like,
Yeah, tend to start
if
it
I
now.
can add a bit of flavor to the group chat. Normally you guys hear just what Marley says over the chat, that she feels your emotions. But because she's got this mind connection up, I think she is not able to speak right now. She is not able to find words. But you all feel this cold fear, panic, sad loss just freeze in your minds that you just know is Marley.
And Marley, this is probably the first time you've had someone like, not from you doing it, but forcefully disconnected from the mental chat. Like, Ember has left the chat.
Yeah.
Very suddenly and out of nowhere. Like, yeah. And you were connected during that. I mean, it was such a quick moment. Like, he didn't really have time to process it, but you're connected as it happens. So that was a whole roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And next in initiative is... Oh, it's not. I don't know why I thought it was going to be Ember already, but it is not. It's actually the Power Core person who shot Revenant earlier. So now, seeing that he's being approached, he's going to take another shot without taking the time to aim it like he did last time. Ooh, he's still pretty good, though. He's got it. Does a 28 hit your dodge?
Oh, not even close.
Oh, thank goodness. Lies.
Wow.
I wish.
All right, so that is a toughness check from you, DC 24.
Okay. Still -1, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that toughness is 8. I got a 24.
Oh my goodness, you got exactly what you needed. So yeah, you're able to... What does it look like as you defend yourself from being blasted? You just got hit, and now you fly up to approach him and take another shot.
Let's say I'm kind of irritated, like, that's putting it mildly, but I do have the deflection powers, so it's probably just me like swatting him.
Okay. Yeah, so this darkness kind of just like, get away from me with that. It's almost a bit silly if there wasn't some super dire stuff happening at the same time. But yeah, you are mostly unaware. Something's definitely gone weird with the mental link. But
Okay.
other than that, yeah, you wouldn't really have any context for that. And it is back to you now.
Okay. I just assumed that it's because I've left the area of coverage.
You're not that far out of range, but yeah, that's fair.
I'll just go up and go like, my turn, and then I'll grab him.
A grab.
You tell me how you want to roll this, because this is what I want to do. I want to grab
Okay.
him,
Mhm.
and then fly straight down at the ground.
Okay. So the grab will be... And if you have just your fighting score, because your unarmed is specifically a punch, not a grab. So, or whatever your close attack total is, you'll roll that against his defense, and then he'll try to basically roll against your strength to avoid it.
Okay. That is a 21.
21, that is successful. And then what is your strength that he is trying
0.
to... A strength of 0, so the DC there is 10. He could technically fail this.
It'd be really hard for him too.
Oh my goodness. He did. He failed exactly what he needed to fail it, because
Wow.
the only way he could have failed it was with a natural 1. And that is what happened. Well done. I did not think it was actually going to fail, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to work, but there we
So
go.
you successfully grab him, and then to move him, he will also get a chance to avoid being moved
Okay.
as you fly him towards the ground. Did not get a second nat 1, though.
Oh.
So stands his ground, but he is grabbed, which means he's vulnerable until he breaks free of your grab. So
Okay.
you weren't successfully able to move him, but he's, held.
I'm assuming that was like an actual action or
Yep.
move. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was the action to grab, and then you were trying to move him. So
Okay. Then what I'll do, since that didn't work, I will use. I have a hero point left over from Devious Hearts last game. Thank you very much. I will extra effort. Point blank shadow blast him.
Nice. Okay, and he is vulnerable until he gets out of this grab, which he won't be able to do till next turn. So, shouldn't be hard to hit him.
I rolled a 22.
That is a hit. And then what is your DC on your Shadow Blast?
27.
27. Nice. You hear kind of like a cracking as the force of you hitting it. You grab him and just point blank blast into his armor, and there's like a loud crack as you definitely did some damage there.
Woohoo!
Let me mark him. Okay. That takes us to the Speck.
Hello. Just for some rules clarification, my bonus that helps things like aid. I have set up to, or I can use something like feint and make it apply to my allies. That wouldn't give that bonus, though.
No.
Right? Okay. So Bertram pops up, looking around. Can I do just a real quick assess on this power armor? Kind of like the state that it's left over.
Yeah.
In?
I'm rolling against myself so much today.
I can roll it if you want.
And you had a +7 to your...
I did, yeah.
Okay, to your inside. Ooh. Where are your skills? Surprisingly insightful. Oh no, they're rolling their deception. Whoops. As a fun thing that you wouldn't know rules-wise, but these villains, the Power Core, as a whole, are more insightful than they are deceptive.
Oh wow!
I don't know why, but that's the thing.
They appreciate the truth.
They're upfront.
Pretty much. So with what you got, you know that this still has, despite taking out the one weapon system, it still has a method of damaging you all that is like a higher damage than what you can do.
Oh, okay. So a bigger weapon.
It's got another option.
Okay. So Bertram gets his boomerang ready, and he kind of is standing on her shoulder at the moment, kind of popping out of her shoulder, kind of looking over and says, "All right, listen, you see, my friend's trying to hit you with his big staff, so if you'll just stop right now and let us deal with these lizard people, we can just do this peaceably, right? That'll be great. I'd really hate for my new friend to have to hurt you, you know?"
All right, you're persuading here?
I guess I'm not trying to make a standard action, just to be.
Oh, okay, you're just saying that. Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
just saying it.
Planting the seeds. All right, and then what for your standard?
I want to feint this giant monster.
Okay.
So I don't take a penalty. Or I can use acrobatics or speed to add to feint. What does feint usually is? Deception.
Deception.
No, my acrobatics is much better.
I figured. Bertram seems honest, almost to a fault.
I wouldn't say to a fault. I mean, you know,
I would.
Deception and lies really just end up hurting people further down the road, even if it's kind of a small thing right now. It's not worth it in the end, you know.
Well said, Bertram. So heroic.
So I'm going to feint this guy.
All right.
Oh. That would be a 19 on the die. So a 7, that's 26.
26 versus this character's deception or insight.
I wonder how good that could be.
What did you get?
26.
Oh yeah, you beat it. I rolled surprisingly high, so I was like, oh, there's a chance. No, not against the 26. Not for this character. So yes, this character is in fact vulnerable until the end of your next round.
And that means its defenses are halved. Normally it's just against me, but I have set up 2.
Yep.
So I can pick 2 people for it to be vulnerable to. So I will pick Mecha Ochre.
That makes sense.
And I don't know what Marley plans to do. She seems upset. but she ran away. So, Ember, knowing you a little bit, would like your regeneration be like next turn you're ready to do something?
Yeah, I regenerate 1 around. So I believe this.
Yeah, I was about to say that was your only thing, was being knocked out because you had already healed from the other -1, I think. Yeah, so the next thing would be popping back up, actually.
Wow.
Okay.
1 every round. It's notable because flames will leak from my wounds. So you'll
Then,
Which- probably
which are
already
many
seen-
at the moment. Yeah.
you're probably seeing flames come out of like it's like the inside of his body is on fire and the flames are venting outwards from this. It's like
I mean,
cuts and stuff. It's
The
messed up.
slash kind of left what essentially looks like magma splashed on the ground as his blood like came out, and then it's like sizzling and smoking on the ground. Yeah,
wow.
it's it's intense.
Then I will also give it to Ember. So Ember and Mecha Ochre, it will have halved defenses against those two.
That works.
What does
Okay.
exactly so that I know this?
So basic.
Go ahead. Sorry.
From my understanding, its when I use faint, it means its defenses are halved. So if it has 10 toughness, it's 5 toughness. And so it would normally be only against me, but I'm also making that against you and Mecha Ochre. So if you do a punch, it'll be its defenses that you're rolling against will be half, or that it's rolling against
I
you.
was specifically not toughness, but like to hit them, their active defenses like dodge and parry, so they're easier to strike.
So who's this used on? Like who's this? Is it,
On
is
the
it
big monster guy.
big guy. Oh, that's
Crocodile?
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crocodiles are monstrous, you know.
Yeah, wonderful. This will be great then. This will be fun. I've got a plan.
So hopefully that'll be helpful. I'm not for
Glad
sure.
someone does.
It then goes to the power core member that has been fighting with the Speck.
Yeah, if I could, when I get my boomerang back, I'd like to kind of just hop back inside the armor, like get low.
Gotcha. Before you do so, it is now her turn, and she kind of like reaches in your direction and says, "All right, you got a deal. Let me get you off my suit." So, in response to you saying she could go, she is agreeing to it, and she just wants to get you away from her.
Is she telling
Is
the
what she's
truth?
saying. That's a great question. Why don't you roll me an insight and let me see what you think? As I actually need to look at the rules for insight, because it's not, it's not a lie detector.
That's fair.
So we'll see.
I've
See. It
talked
is an
with her.
opposed check right
We've
now.
been pretty close lately.
You have strangely enough built a bit of a rapport. So yeah. An insight check allows you to resist the effects of some interaction skills, being aware of their true intentions. You can also use the skill to tell when someone is behaving oddly or for assessing trustworthiness. Okay. I'm trying to decide what she needs to roll and what you need to roll. So you're definitely insight. I'm not going to tell you what skill she's rolling because that would be telling.
Okay. So I'll roll
Mhm.
insight. Okay.
Okay.
That is 21.
21. Ooh. Well, this person does not have any bonus to persuasion. So I can tell you that she's for real. She will just take off.
Well, I don't want her to leave.
If you want her to, I mean, she's not going to attack you right now. She'll tell you she's going to leave. I mean, from her body language, I would say, because she's so unconvincing, you can tell that, like, her plan is, like, yeah, I'll stop attacking you, let you handle the lizard guy, but she's getting out of there. So, you know that she doesn't want to be around for this anymore.
I was kind of like swatting her hand away. You know, you still gotta like get arrested, right? Listen, if you cooperate, I'm sure it'll be like less time.
boy.
I've helped a lot of people through the prison system.
Um,
Not like illegally or anything. I don't do that, but
and
except-
there's like a big shift once you're like, hey, like, you know, we're not gonna let you go from this. The tone changes because she was very like, yeah, this is fine, I'll take off. But when you're like, hey, you know, prison is the other option, you hear she like kind of you feel emotion in her wrist as it's like she's activating something, and you hear kind of like servos powering up.
I don't like
and
that.
she's like, how about this? You let me go, or I finish the job on the guy that's down right now.
Well, I don't like that.
He is, for the record, totally defenseless, so this would fall under the range of what is considered in the system a finishing attack, using presumably, what you can gather, is super strength afforded by the suit. Which is the only, that would be the weapon she has left in this fight, because the blaster is done. She can't fly away, so this would only give her a head start on foot. Unless she stole a car, I guess, but that seems really awkward in power armor. But it went from, okay, I'll go, and then you're like, no, actually, you know, you have done a bad and must go away. And she's resorting to extreme measures.
I respect her game.
How far?
I'm saying.
How far do you think she'd be able to get if she just started running in this power suit?
You haven't observed the suit a ton, except for the fact that you broke this person's flight system last time, I think?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this time again.
And leaving on foot last time, because you had to like stop another emergency thing from happening, and she got that chance to leave. She can only go as fast as a person, like running.
Okay. I'll let you. Okay, I'll let you start running, but like, we'll probably try and get you afterwards.
Fair's fair. I'll take the head start.
All right, fine. I'll let me hop off. I don't want you to crush me or anything.
Oh, where's the trust? I thought we'd become friends.
You just threatened to shoot my friend, so you know it's a little wavy, you know, the trust.
And she just like kind of leans to the side so you can hop off, and that's fine. It won't cost you any kind of movement or anything. Like, I'm not, since it is off turn, you're allowed to move still.
Bertram's like absentmindedly making sure he still has his handcuffs on him. He's like, all right.
And so that was her standard, was that whole negotiation with you. So she takes off running. She can't, I guess she could try to increase her speed by rolling or athletic check. She whiffs that, so there's just, she's running off in a suit of armor. It's cardio day.
It's like the asthmatic rhino from Jumanji.
What?
So you are now on the ground. You do not land in a pool of blood lava.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lava.
Lava.
Bloodva. And that actually will bring us back around to Gabe.
All right. So after swinging and getting blocked, right, I kind of gracefully land. I'm getting ready for my next attack, and
And then she
runs.
leaves.
And
She does.
I am sort of feeling like I'm not contributing to this battle at all. Turning this way, I see Ember's fallen. I react to that, and I say, "Ah!" And I'm just gonna leap and just try to twack him on the head and see if I can get any twackage done.
Any twackage.
Any twackage.
Any twaction. In this fight.
Really wants to hit someone with that thing.
Here I
It
go
really
twacking
does.
again.
Oh, I was about to say, don't forget, he is vulnerable, so his being able to hit him is really easy. This is your early game GM reminder that power attack is a thing when their accuracy or when their defenses are low. Power attacking is a wise move.
What's power attacking?
So power attacking, you can lower your own accuracy to raise your damage or your effect rank.
Oh, I like
And
that.
since, yeah, that kind of evens it out. If their defense is down, you can lower your accuracy and still hit. But it is your call, and you could miss. So I won't tell you exactly what you need to hit them right now.
Well, I kind of like what I rolled, so I think I'm going to keep it for now.
That's fair.
28.
28. Okay. Yeah, that hits. Absolutely.
All right. Yes.
And what is the damage on this?
What is the damage on this? It says
If any.
damage 2. How do I do this? So
It's gotta be. Oh, it's strength-based damage too, though, right?
So
Okay.
what does that mean? Strength based.
It should have your DC in the offense section for it.
Oh, right. So
with the strength.
Well, it says DC 23. I don't know
That's-
if
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, because your strength is 6, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so DC 23 coming at it right now. And it does have a minus from burning itself, trying to kill Ember.
Oh, and he's a little bit more hittable, right? From aid or feint?
From feint,
Yes.
yep. So you successfully thwack this time, and knock some scales off even, as he takes another minus. It is beginning to stack up probably a little faster than he can recover
Okay.
from. He needs y'all to miss some.
I believe I have a hero point. Can I do another attack?
You certainly can.
So yeah, so after I twack in and as I'm coming down, I'm swinging around and I'm gonna try to smack him from under the chin as I.
Okie
as
doke. Anything extra on this one, or?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So what happens? What do I? Is there
So
a
power
minus
attack,
to-
you can choose up to 5 that you lower from your accuracy, and then your damage goes up by the same amount. So you can go anywhere from 1 to 5, depending on how risky you want your attack to be.
Well, let's go for it. We're going for 5.
Go for 5.
Woohoo!
Ooh, that was bad. Okay, well I rolled a 3 plus 12 minus 5, so
Oh.
that's what is that?
Don't make me do
And
that, man.
10.
3 plus
That is
12 is,
10.
yeah, that's 10. I could do the math for you.
Thank
A
you.
10.
You're
It's
welcome.
one of Tracker's powers.
So, whenever you do extra effort, you can wait and spend the hero point the next turn to recover from doing extra effort. Or you could take the fatigue and use the hero point right now to re-roll. You just won't be able to, yeah, you'll just be a little
Oh.
tired. If you want to do that route, or if you want to hold on to not being exhausted.
We're going for it.
I believe fatigue just
We'll
lets
use it.
just makes
It just
you-
slows you down on the
has
first
speed.
degree of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one is easy to eat. It's after that that it starts making
Okay.
you a little.
So I roll again. Here we go.
Yep.
On dice, be good. I should have. Well, we'll have to assume it's minus 5 again, right?
Yep.
So 4, 16.
16 total.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? That was the DC. So you hit him. And then
Yes!
what's your DC on that again?
23.
23, and that is now up to a 28 thanks to power attack.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice job, Jaggy.
Wow. I am not. I'm helping.
You did
Are
it.
helping. All right. I have to do math now. All right. This thing is scary durable though, because that doesn't take him out. He instead suffers another -1.
Wild times.
They're there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tanky. He might be my tankiest boy, maybe for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see.
Don't want to see too
Well
many of
done.
these.
Yeah, right.
No,
That's not
combat. Oh.
fun. Ah,
Wonderful times.
superheroes fighting, the worst.
We just want to roleplay. We just want to talk about our siblings and have races.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Party.
That brings us back around. Good job, Gabe, by the way. 2 hits. So yeah,
Yay.
you have stacked on several in a row now. that brings us to the fallen Leo.
Lovely. So, Leo's eyes will shoot open, just pop open. You hear him just kind of like let out a and then I have instant up, so I can get up as a free action from prepping. So what happens is you see it's again. I guess it's not in the call. So I guess again you'd feel a tracker from him, like anger and frustration, more frustration than anger this time. And this time he, and right after you feel that, he slams his fist into the ground, and like how vampires do out of a coffin, flame shoots out of his back, and he stands up.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh,
that
is tough.
Was there. He could be like, he has risen.
And I think, you see, I feel like his shirt is mostly gone at this point after being ripped up, because he was just wearing
and it just got
shorts
sliced
and a
apart,
shirt. Yeah, he was just wearing street clothes.
This wizard was definitely going for fan service when he tried to kill you.
So you see, like, from both his back and the front, I think just like flames licking out from his wounds. And I am gonna do two things.
All right.
I'm gonna spend a hero point to get rid of the fatigue that I got for using extra effort last time.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna use my second hero point. I'll use both of my hero points to get extraordinary effort.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use extra effort to get an additional attack and to increase. I'll ask you as a GM.
Yeah.
If I'm going to jump up holding someone, would it be better to increase my leaping ability or my strength?
I'm gonna say strength probably.
All right,
that makes the most sense to me because it's gonna try to resist being moved.
Yeah, gonna up my strength by 1.
Right.
And then with that, Leo again changes levels and gets real low and moves behind this giant crocodile man. And I will try to basically do what he did to me and grab onto him.
All right. Roll that unarmed.
And this is I'm not doing that.
Oh, you made him vulnerable to Ember because you knew Ember was gonna. Okay, so
yeah.
All right.
And it's a plus how much? Or it just makes him
his is halved.
Easier to hit. Got it.
Yep.
Lovely. And I'm not using my all attack on this one. I'm just gonna go normal.
Just grabbing him.
Yeah.
I have optimistic faith in my friends.
So that is a 10 on the die plus 10 is 20.
20 is enough to hit him for sure. And now he's what's your strength when you're full powered?
It is plus 6, and normally it's a 4. So that's
10.
A number 10. There we go.
Dang. Okay. 10. So it's rolling against a 20. I will say the vulnerability, because normally you don't roll strength as a defense, but he's trying to resist actively. I'll say it applies. Yeah. So he just barely does not succeed. He is successfully restrained at the moment.
Lovely. I have move by action, which I can move both before and after an attack. So
Yes.
I'll actually have him because you grabbed him. He's gonna have to resist your aura before this happens too.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh. Okay. He chipped off another -1 before that happened.
Lovely.
Yes.
I think it's the flames coming out of the wounds, just scorch his back, and then so I'm gonna jump up as high as I can. I believe I can leap. It says here, my routine jump distance, my standing vertical is 1.8 feet. I don't know if I can get higher.
Can't be right.
I have leaping.
though. Yeah.
I have leaping 3 times at this point, which is 15 feet each one. So I'm not sure if that.
They do stack. Let me see.
Yeah.
That helpful chart that someone put is actually going to save me some flipping time. Leaping 3 will get you to 15. Okay, so it looks like 60 feet in the air.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all see Ember jump 60 feet in the air.
Good heavens.
And for my second action,
he's got to resist being moved for that.
Oh, lovely.
And he does fail.
So 60 feet in the air. And my second action, while in midair, I'm going to throw him down to the ground as hard as I can.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Who do I roll for? Do I unarmed or?
Yeah, I would do your normal damage hit for this, and then a second thing will happen as he takes falling damage, basically.
Lovely. So the 15 on the die plus 10 is 25.
25 is definitely a hit. And I remember the DC already is 25. Ooh.
And my strength is up if that still counts by like +1, I think it is for the
Yeah.
power effect. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did do that. So it's 26 that he's saving against. For the 1 more strength. And now I'm once again doing math because he's got quite a bit of minuses at this point.
Oh, and you know what? Actually, no, I don't need to all-out attack on this one because I already landed
You
it.
got
It's
it.
fine.
Yeah, I was about to say the accuracy. You're pretty set on. So you got a. Just doing a whole bunch of math here. Don't worry about it. 7, 2. Okay, so he goes flying into the ground. Basically like a shooting star. You hit him. He kind of bursts into flames with the strike, and he goes sailing into the ground with a screech. And when he impacts, I'll go ahead and do another save for fall damage. Okay, somehow he did better at the fall than any of the other hits in that combo. But it's fine. He's he is staggered now. He is staggered, and with a minus I'll let you know. He's at a -6 from all the bruises right now.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Which is absurd.
Yes.
It is at least 1 degree of difficulty lower no matter what he gets now because of that. That has stacked up.
And I don't have anything that's gonna save me from falling, so I'm also gonna fall, I think, too, because I just leap straight up into the air.
I was supposed to say, with your leaping gives you the ability to survive your own leaps. Like
Okay,
it's built
cool.
into it. Yeah, you don't have to have
Cool.
extra falling. If you fall further than your leaping distance, it would be a problem. But yeah, you're good.
Okay, then I superhero land because you have to. Yeah. Bad on the knees, but it's fine because I regenerate.
And I would say flames lick up around you as that happens. A bit more than you're used to, even. Like you've done some really cool flame stuff before. This seems like you are less directing what's happening here. You land and the flames like kind of kick up, and it's more than you're used to.
I think you'd all see then, as he stands up from his superhero landing, that he looks at his hands for a moment, confused, and then he focuses back on the fight.
Which takes us to Marley.
Is Ember back in the group chat or no?
You could reestablish the link. It wouldn't
Is
be
that
automatic,
action
but
to do?
it's like free.
Okay.
It's a free action.
So yeah, psychic speech is free. Cool.
Yeah.
So Marley is going to just and bring Ember back online in the group chat. And she'll say to everyone, do we all understand that we all need to go all out on damage to this guy now? Do we get it now? And she is using that anger and that need to do damage to just send another mental blast with it, which is damage 8. Like, it does do damage. Is there a way that like I can use one of these action maneuver things that you guys have been using, or no, because I'm not the one rolling?
So the most you can do, unfortunately, because you don't do rolls is you can use a hero point to raise the damage rank by 1, so it could be 9 instead of 8. Just because it automatically hits no matter what, because it's a perception attack. They don't give you ways to like bump that because it would be very difficult to survive.
I feel like there's cooler things or more useful things that I could probably use a hero point for than like is it like would it make a significant enough difference? So I feel like to do 1 more point of damage, 8 to 9.
I rarely think it's worth it.
Okay.
It's sometimes if you're like really desperate for the extra.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna blast his mind again.
You can use a hero point to get an advantage that you don't have for a round.
Okay. What are advantages?
Oh no.
What's some examples of that? Wait,
like
advantages, like the areas of my. Okay, yeah, what would be helpful?
Yeah, like my takedown that I have is an advantage. So I think it's 2 levels of it. So every time I take down a minion, I can attack 1 more time, and that's an advantage. Did I drop out of sound?
No, I could hear you.
Okay.
Nope, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Well, first, okay, I guess I'm definitely just gonna do that psychic blast. So
Okay.
that's 8 damage.
So
there.
DC 23. By the way, all the damage he's taken physically is still reflected in will saves too. So he is at a -6 against this still. So how? Sorry. His will is. I have to calculate it differently than his toughness because it's he's built different. And then another minus. Okay. So he's at another -1 and dazed, which is significant in that he is like now laying on the ground. So his whole action would be to stand up next turn. So laying on the ground in this kind of not quite a crater, like he didn't hit that hard, but he is like crushed into the ground a little bit, sort of melty around him. He just grabs his skull and lets out a roar. You're still, as far as like emotion and thought go, there's not a lot going on in here. This is like a barely sentient creature, and it is
Marley doesn't.
screeching in pain.
I think Marley doesn't really care right now.
Valid.
Can I do like the extra effort thing to just do that again?
You can.
She's gonna do that. She's gonna do it again.
Everybody laying on that extra effort. I like it.
Yeah.
All the hero points
Yeah.
are being spent, and that's what matters.
that is happening.
Okay, and he did roll lower. Not enough lower. So he's at another -8. I want you to know how absolutely boned this guy is for future saves right now. I rarely see toughness saves like get this big of a minus, but I'm just rolling well enough to where he is somehow still standing. This thing does not want to fall.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll go behind the curtain. He's rocking a -8, and he's staggered. Another stagger will knock him out. So.
Way to go, Marley.
I think that's all
Marley.
that.
Beginning of her villain arc.
This is
Just
how it
now?
starts.
Yeah. I think that's all I can do because it costs the hero point to do that. So I think that's gonna be Marley's turn.
I will say, as you do that first mental like blast of rage and feel that like this thing is in pain, which good maybe to you, but it's still around. And as you're still like, you got to cover away from it, but now you're trying to take this thing out. So you like send that second bolt, and as you do so, you are suddenly next to it again, as your teleportation has put you right back next to it as you glare at this creature and
I
send
kind of love
another like shock
Rip
of
in
pain
peace.
into its system.
That's cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
you got close enough to witness it. You were there for the eye contact. And
I think. Wait, does she teleport back to cover, or is she there now? She's there.
you're there now.
I like that. Yeah.
Basically
Um,
right next to where Ember landed. So it's like Ember superhero lands. This thing starts writhing in pain, and then you're standing next to him over this creature that's laying on the ground. Yikes!
And, yeah.
That's cool.
And I think that almost like the way that it looks for that second hit is as it's screaming, Marley just sends the pain of that scream back into it. Just forces its own scream, and its own terror, and its own pain back in.
Painception.
Mecha Ochre, you've got a pretty good look at this person that you don't know super well. You don't know these people. Suddenly you're all fighting together, and this looks kind of suspect. Not gonna lie. It's intense, but not only that, something you hadn't seen before with Marley as she like focuses her power. You haven't seen her powers a lot because you've been in non-combat situations with her. But yeah, she appears, and as she looks down at this thing, one of her eyes is pure white as this happens.
Wow.
And that brings us to... Oh, back to the top of initiative? Well, this is fun, and a little bit sad, as this creature, writhing in its own pain, doubly so, kind of slowly rises. And that's its turn. It's back up. It has healed slightly from one of the many injuries it took. But it's dealing with a lot right now.
It's feeling the full weight of its 40 years.
Something like that. I love that.
Getting too old for this.
This is just how you guys feel when you wake up in the morning, right?
Every day.
Why does my back hurt?
You get on the floor, you're not getting back up easily.
Is he standing up holding like his back?
Oh, I messed it up. I definitely can't party like I used to. Just feeling it, just absolutely. So we cut over back to Revenant, where a power core member attempts to break free of his not considerable strength. And as its move action shrugs off, pushes your arms away and takes flight as well, and will fly down and meet his other power core companion halfway.
Oh, she was running towards us?
Mm-hmm. She's trying to get out of there, and there's someone with flight on her side nearby, so she was, yeah. They have connected now, but that was his whole turn, is getting to her. And that loops us all the way back around to... I can look at numbers and know what they mean. That's back to you, Revenant.
Yep. So I'm going to go...
He disengaged from you. He didn't want to deal with that.
I'll go, ooh, a chase. And I will go full flight towards him. I'm going to do the fainting thing that I like to do now, where I like the darkness around me kind of strums and just kind of looks like I'm going to do an insane attack to get the, what is that called? The startle.
Okay.
Intimidation.
I really like the visual of Revenant flying fast out in the distance, and behind him, everybody's fighting for their life. Ember and the bad guy go flying into the air and crash down into a large heap of rubble, and Revenant just goes, "Ooh, a chase!"
Also, just like for my own knowledge, making notes for maybe future scenes. Revenant can hear Marley in his head. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I got shot in the head.
Look, the head you're speaking into is probably a bit scrambled, just the slightest bit.
A little static.
Cut up some slack.
We'll see.
All right, so he'll roll will to see if he is startled.
Okay. Do you need me to roll anything, or is he just rolling against?
You roll your intimidation.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What is that?
And I, unfortunately, always have to remember how this works. You think, since it's your go-to move, I would have fully committed it to memory.
Right.
But no.
It's a 29.
29. Ooh. All right. Yeah, you're a very intimidating person. Gotta make sure Startle, see if you can, like, fully deny him the ability to move. That would be ideal. So startled. All right, and he definitely fails with his resistance. So you have successfully fainted at him. So until your next turn, he is vulnerable to your next attack.
Okay, and then I'm going to extra effort.
Okie doke.
And then power attack.
All
5 points.
Don't miss.
All right.
It's tough too right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. So question.
Yep.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Does this 5 still come off of that, or how does that?
It doesn't change the die roll. Like,
okay.
You still subtract for the accuracy, but you got a 20, so it's still a critical hit.
Sweet. So I will raise it up 5.
Okay.
And,
That brings us to a grand total of
32.
32. This guy has taken a hit already.
Hey guys, think of it this way. I'm preventing him from shooting you guys in the head.
Ouch. So he is rocking another... Ooh, actually, because he already had a -1, he is staggered.
Woohoo!
So up another 1 and staggered.
And I'll just kind of be like, I was not done with you.
So yeah, you're flying, right? You didn't get close enough to where the other one could punch you, I assume.
Yeah.
Good call. That takes us to the Speck. Wait, does it? Yes, it does.
I think so.
It should.
One quick thing. I want to let my fellow players know that what I did during my turn, you can use a hero point to get an advantage, which is just extra things that let you do extra stuff. So, like, I used a hero point to get the extraordinary effort advantage, which then I use extra effort to then use to get 2 things from using extra effort, if that makes sense. So, like, there's more advantages other than that, but like, so like you can use a hero point to get any one of those that you don't already have.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's super useful.
Yeah.
There are certain things you can't grab with it, but I can't remember.
I don't think
which
you can do
ones.
fortune ones, is what it is.
Yeah,
You
which
can't
is
do,
like luck,
beginner's
yeah.
luck. Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we
Everything
have
else.
people who know how to play this game here. Maybe one day I'll learn how to play this game too.
It's-
I'm feeling like it's useful.
possible.
Same here.
It's good to know.
Yeah. If you got the rule book, the core book, it's all the advantages are listed in there.
We do have it.
It is all
I
in
need
there.
to read it. You know, I
That's the tough part,
If I fall
yeah.
asleep on the textbook,
Yeah.
maybe I could just absorb the information through osmosis. I
Is there an
haven't gotten
audiobook?
to that yet. Can I get that to a
Oh
hero
my
point?
goodness. I will talk to Green Runine and see if we can do an audiobook version, an official.
Oh my gosh.
Someone just reads through the core book.
I'm gonna
let's
listen
say
to this while I read.
I'm pointing
It-
to Extell. You guys can't see the
I was about
layout.
to say,
I'm
on my
pointing to
screen, you're
Extell
pointing
layout.
to Grant. Which is
No, I'm
fine.
pointing to Extell. On the screen that
Um,
everyone else is seeing. Screen.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, so the Speck.
Well, I don't have any hero points, sadly. But looking at all this stuff that just happened in front of me, Bertram's like, all right, there's going to be a lot to unpack after this. And he kind of turns around back at the power armor 2 who are running from me.
They're I don't think they're getting away this time. I
And
get
I
the
just,
feeling.
I'm going to try and trip her while she's running with my boomerang.
Okay. Let me know what you get on that attack roll. Do you have improved trip? I feel like you have
I
most
do.
of the improved things. You're
Anything I feel like that I could benefit from not dealing damage, I grabbed. So that's a natural 20, so it's a 30.
okay. That's a hit. So trip standard action. The attack succeeds. You make an opposed check of your acrobatics or athletics against their acrobatics or athletics. Because you have the improved trip, you get to choose which one she uses for her defense.
Really?
So that's kind of your decision. Do you think she has better acrobatics or athletics?
I mean, she's in a power suit. I assume her athletics is better than acrobatics. Do I know from spending time with her, like, if the suit gives her enhanced strength?
Oh my god. From the
Spending
time
time
you
with-
spend.
Spending time
Well,
with
this
her.
is the second time I fought her.
Oh, that's true,
Yes,
that's
you
true.
know for sure. That's why the threat against Ember was pretty credible. Was that the suit enhances her physical abilities as far as strength goes. She can lift in the multiple tons, which is why the idea of her punching a downed Ember was a bit frightening.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll have her use her acrobatics.
Okay. Haha, you fool. No.
My
Uh,
acrobatics.
Okay, acrobatics versus acrobatics. Let's go.
I'm pretty
I
good.
will-
I'm pretty acrobatic.
I will
Not
let you know
boomerang.
what I got first.
Now, do I use my boomerang stat since my boomerang has trip?
Yeah, you can use the better of like your damage to act as your trip or your acrobatics.
Okay, so I could roll my boomerang stat instead.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Well, you used that to hit, so I think after that it is your yeah.
Oh,
You can either
I
use
wasn't
the DC
sure.
from that or yeah.
Awesome. Then I will think.
And she got a total of 20 on this acrobatics check.
She got a total of 20.
Yeah.
That's my bonus 8.
Oh wait, I can do math. She got a total of 21.
Oh. I got a. I try not to knock over
There's
my
been
entire
so many mic
setup.
drops.
Yeah.
Not like the cool mic drop moment, but the I've lost control
Okay,
of my equipment mic
drop
drop.
moments? No, mic drop moments are never cool.
I'll just
No,
push my mic away.
They're cool if you have a prop mic that is
I
not
can
connected to any
actually-
PA system. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well,
It's not
I got
sound that the techie is really trying to use. Hi, theater kid coming through.
I got a 22.
What? Okay. Successful.
One's enough.
Really good job.
I like
you-
this die a lot. It rolls. really
I
good.
don't. Um,
My players don't like it either.
all right. If you win, the defender is prone, so she is laying on the ground. You trip her up with your boomerang. This is interesting. It's tiny. How does that work? It's still, I mean, you still hit just as hard, so it like can knock her feet out from under her. But yeah, she wouldn't really see like a boomerang coming, which is probably part of why it works so well.
Yeah. I still need to think about that. Potentially, my bracers control its size as well, and I could throw it after I throw it. But I don't know
The
how
old throw and
flavor
grow.
that yet. Because then I could ride on it if I throw it.
It's true. That's true. It's an interesting notion.
So she's knocked over. I'm gonna just leap onto her back. Did I have 30 feet leap?
I was about to say, yeah, she just got that distance from you, and then you cleared it the next turn. And then her turn is after, so...
I want to use extra effort. I was gonna handcuff her, but I feel like her extra strength means she's just gonna break those. So, is there? I've done a lot to this suit. Is there like a power core or something I could just bust at this point?
I would say that full on, like, breaking the power core, you could attempt it for sure, but it's going to be tough. Like, that's obviously the most protected part of this thing. I mean,
That's
aside
fair.
from shielding her, it would take a considerable
Okay, so
Success.
I can't disconnect it or anything.
Not without like really knowing this thing more. It would
Yeah,
probably
and
take
I'm
a
not
few
very
turns.
checky.
I was gonna say it would take a few turns getting inside and like rooting around. You just unplug everything is an option, but
How close is that other guy? How close was that other guy?
the other one made it to her, so they're like adjacent.
So could I have instead landed on him and then disconnect his flight power?
There's a lot going on. So landing on him, I was gonna give him like a dodge to avoid being landed on, but he doesn't really see you. So you can land on him. You've already moved. It would kind of take like a standard action to get into it, and then a standard action to break it. So you can get into the suit now if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll just, since no one knows where I am, I'm just gonna get in the suit. And then if they do get away, I'll be
Then you're on
inside.
the right. That's perfect. Honestly,
So I won't use
why
extra
haven't you
effort.
done
I'll
that
just
yet?
land in him. Or do I need to use extra effort to get inside of him?
You would need extra effort to, yeah. Or unless you just want to land on him.
No, I'll go in. I'll use extra effort. I don't have a hero point, so I'll get fatigue next turn.
Gotcha. Okie doke. Good turn. It now goes to the power armored person turn who you just tripped. So she uses a move to stand back up, and then looks around. There is a one of those little like city scooters that you can pay to ride around in. It would be entirely undignified to steal one of those as a power armor user. Like, can you imagine? So instead, she grabs it and throws it at Revenant.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Rude.
Well, that's using your surroundings. Okay.
This is just like a straight up throw, which she doesn't have a lot to. Most of her accuracy is both from using guns, is her skill in that, and then the armor actually helps with the aim. So throwing this is going to be a difficult shot. What is your
Dodge.
dodge? Yeah.
A 20.
A 20, just in the nick of time. You're able to just kind of like shift mid-air. I mean, this flying is a whole thing to consider as far as like how you can move in 3 dimensions instead of just like a side-to-side thing. So it's easy to kind of dip out of the way as a scooter like sails past you, just narrowly missing you.
Can I do like a Matrix move?
If you'd like, you could definitely flavor it that way. I don't see why not. It's a little
Iconic.
extra, but would I expect anything else?
It is Revenant.
It is Revenant.
In Mutants and Masterminds, you have to be extra.
You got it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't kill my character. You gotta be extra on here. Are you kidding me? That's what I hire you guys for.
There is that. We flip on back around to Gabe.
All right. So Ember has just thrown the lizard guy into the ground, and Tracker has teleported next to him. I leap over the two of them. I'm getting ready to hit another strike, and I say within the mind chat, "Nicely done, sis." And at that moment, I say, "Oh, sorry." I realize that Tracker actually has a color she's wearing that's very close to Mecha Ruby, and this would be one of my for the audience, right? This is one of my teammates back in my other world, Mecha Ruby, and to me, she was my sister, and she also used mind powers. So I had that realization. It's by quickly I say sorry, and I come down and try to do it, hit the guy again.
Damn. All right.
Terrible day for rain, isn't it?
I'm saying.
Bertram, we're gonna have a lot to unpack, I think. All right.
The rest of the
Yeah.
session. Let's talk to Bertram in order.
The next bit after the fight will be like just a therapy debrief session.
That's right.
Everybody got to
25.
do their assessment. You know?
25 is a hit
25 with a DC of 23.
with a DC of 23 and a hefty. Ooh. Oh snap! Hold on, I can do math. Congratulations, Mecha Ochre. How do you finish him off? This is a second dagger. It's actually managed, even with his recovering.
Iconic.
Wow. Yeah. So I
It was close, but he's got so many minuses right now. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, so he's starting to get up, and I'm jumping over, and I'm jumping just slightly past him because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing and thwack him at the back of the head, poof, and then I'm going to flip over so I can see him fall forward on his face, poof.
And yeah, there's a loud thwack as it's all happening very quickly. This thing just manages to get up from what just happened to it, and like, oh, it's ready to keep on the fight, and then, boom, the perfect hit, and he just slumps down. Done.
Nice.
Whew.
All right,
Good job.
Leo.
Nice work, Miko.
It's all you.
Oh yeah,
Well.
we're not done yet.
All right, so big guy's down.
The guy is down.
Only one that's left is power armor guy, or is the power armor lady still around?
Both of them.
Okay. Well, too far to deal with that one, and Revenant's got it. So
Well, I was supposed to say they're
Um,
next to each other now. So if you get next to
they're
one,
next to
you're
each
next
other.
to both. Yeah, they got
Okay,
like
lovely.
30 feet from Bertrum, and Bertram cleared that distance. I think you can clear it pretty quickly too.
yeah, I'll make it over there, and I'll just because Leo is still Leo, and he's still almighty. He's gonna give them a chance, and I don't know if there's an intimidate action, but
There is.
I'm going to flame, still licking from my runes because I'm still healing. By the way, I believe I tick one more back to
You're back up. Yeah.
staggered is gone now. So I'm just dazed. But I'll jump in front of them, and with probably more anger in my voice than I wanted to, because it's still there, kind of. I say to them, now you can either surrender, or we can do to you what we did to him.
Gonna give you a circumstance bonus to this, because as you do so, you're intimidating because you've got the wounds that are licking flames up. They kind of increase. Like you're saying this, and the anger is there. You're a bit louder than you normally would be in this kind of situation, because often the smoldering, like, hey, make a better decision, is good enough for this kind of moment. But this is a much more like, hey, we will do to you what we just did to the guy laying in the crater over there. And so I'll give you a +5 to this. I will say it doesn't feel good though to you.
It doesn't feel out of character for
It does feel like, yeah, it's one of those weird moments where you're like kind of seeing it from outside yourself, like I don't like how I did that.
It is not on brand. So am I adding anything to this besides the +5?
If you have the intimidate skill,
I do have +6 to that, so that is going to be
and then a +5 from my circumstance
20.
bonus.
a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. They're gonna roll their insight or will. Do I get to choose? I'm trying to remember. Don't mind me. I have several windows open. Okay. Ooh. They get different results because they are two different people. And one of them is in considerably worse shape than the other one. Yeah. She... Fine. Take me in. And the other guy's like, are you kidding me? I've still got rockets. And he looks like he's gonna take off.
Oh no.
One's on board, the other one is definitely not so much.
Did I
Marley.
take my? Okay, yeah. I forget.
Oh yeah, that was your. I would say that would beat up your stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you going to narrate something else, or?
No.
No,
that
no.
was-
Oh, you're
I'm
talking.
talking to him.
Never. Who am I?
Talking to me. Talking to me.
Marley, it is your turn. The lizard man is down. It appears he's unconscious for now. You do know he's a regenerator. Something could happen. Who knows? And one power core member has surrendered. You can see at a distance, even if you weren't like in the know of what was happening, that her hands are raised. She's not making any motions to get out of there. But one of them does look like he is ready to skedaddle, as we say in the old West.
Marley is still looking at this crocodile, though, and knowing that it can't regenerate. And is just going to stare at it with her one normal eye, one white eye, and hit it again with another mental blast.
All right, this is a finishing attack. In most situations, we'll see how it plays out here, but it would take a creature from incapacitated into dying.
Don't kill his character.
Kill my
Hey,
character.
The name of my channel is "Don't Kill My Character,"
But when
so
I
I think
say
it
it, it's
actually
my
applies
character.
to me.
Sorry.
It's whoever is talking at the moment. Is how it works.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, maybe we look back at the paperwork. Maybe we see.
I think you have to rename the channel "Don't Kill My Player Character." Yeah.
There we go.
Don't kill my PC? Question mark.
And this is a bit odd to you anyway, because it's kind of hard to like hurt an unconscious mind.
Yeah.
But you find enough there to grab onto and essentially go ahead.
Maybe what Marley does instead is, if she thinks it would work, the sleepy dreamy time, just be like, "You're staying asleep. I'm gonna keep you asleep," like the kind of not waking up thing.
Okay. Well, your call. I would say either one will work. So how it narrates will be different, but you can go either direction with this.
You gonna take your first life?
Oh my
I
god!
mean,
The beginning of Marley's villain arc for real.
For realsies.
I got dibs on Bertram first.
Help me.
Wait, are you coming after me, or are we talking?
no, like
no.
the first therapy sessions
Yeah.
after this fight.
You kill someone and then say, I got Bertram first.
Right? It's like, are we doing this?
I think
Bertram's like, oh, okay.
I'm the
I
fastest.
think what happens is Marley is staring at this crocodile that has caused her friends and her this pain, and she gets ready to mental blast. That is what she feels like she is going to do. And then she remembers when she first met Leo and what he said about being a hero and what it means to be a hero and living with the choices that you make with the powers that you have. And at the last moment, she switches to the sleep instead.
Okay. You would auto fail that essentially, as you hold him in the sleep.
She is giving him mean dreams, though. She is just having him, I think, relive the dream is just
The
a
attack
loop
is-
of the attack, the finishing attack but sometimes
Gotcha.
it's Mecha Ochre, sometimes it's Ember burning, sometimes it's maybe even Marley doing the mental blast. But it's just that on loop is what he's sleeping with.
What would you say your character? What does Marley want in this moment?
She wants to make sure that this thing does not wake up and that she can keep her friends safe. I think that's like the biggest thing is like, you will not harm us again. That's it. You will not harm us anymore. And I think that's why the dreams are probably the way they are, to also bringing
Just
that fear
lock it in a
element.
state, basically. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Cool.
So, like, lock it into sleep. It cannot hurt us anymore.
Okay. Thank you for your specific wording. Words mean things. Don't worry about it. All right. And that takes us to...
Emotional
that
support,
was-
nice.
That was... Leo just went, and then Marley just went. And that brings us back around to the Croc, who does nothing. And that takes us to Revenant.
Shouldn't the guy go before me?
He does go before you. Thank you so much.
As much as I would love to go
I put a
next.
dot next to you to remember, but I can never remember if that means before or after, because they got listed differently than everyone. My notes are the ravings of a madman. Truly, people would look at this and be like, do I need to be concerned? He is going to... he did say he was just out of here. And she was reaching towards him like, we got to split. And then she's like, all right, give it up. Giving him a look like, hey, probably just give up the fight. He's not into it. He's going to start flying away. He's going to double move with his rockets and his passenger.
Oh no.
And they are, he takes off and he doesn't just go for distance, he's going to go for height. So he's off at an angle with, he's getting out of there, and now it's Revenant's turn.
I'll just kind of be like, wrong answer, and then follow after him and just do a shadow blast. Kind of aiming at his jetpack.
What is your speed? Just because I'm curious on which one of you two is faster.
I am 250 miles per hour. 0.5
Oh my
miles per
goodness,
hour.
so is he. Wow. That's fine. Your aim, your distance that you can shoot is, you'll still be able to hit him, even if he's got a head start. Okay, Shadow Blast.
Yep.
Roll to hit.
And I'm specifically aiming towards the jetpack on the back. That alters something.
If it's a called shot specifically to damage that, I will make it a harder DC because you're focusing on a thing. Be a shame if he fell out of the sky and landed on a tiny man.
Right.
Oh no.
No, no.
So I rolled an 18 plus 12 is 30.
30.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
12 is damage plus 8. So
Oh. Might be closer.
so that's 26.
26. Okay. So it gave circumstance bonus to his defense for what you'd be aiming for. That is enough to hit it. So I will then roll the jetpack's flight as its toughness. This is very ad hoc. Whew, okay. You aim. I gotta pull up a picture of these guys so I know where the jet stuff is. So it's actually boots. Boot jets. So you're able to, he's like flying and his feet are facing you and you're able to hit it like dead on to slam into his feet.
So, if he's breaking those, I'm in it, like literally at it where he's hitting.
Oh. You're in the armor, I would say.
In the
maybe
armor?
not all the way down to his
Okay.
feet if you don't want to have reached that.
I mean, I think it's more dramatic to have been there. That's where I would have entered in.
Then that's where you are. Okay. Take a beautiful shiny hero point and roll a dodge check to not take a ton of this damage while you're in there. It's like he hit the boots and there's a pop.
23. I have a
23?
13 on dodge, roll the 10.
Okay. So that 12, 20. You got a 23? You said?
Yes.
Okay. So roll me a DC. I can do math. 21 toughness check. In the boot.
My toughness is only 2 because I'm shrunk. I have 5 too, but I think it gets lowered when I'm strong.
Oh, it's no. The 5 I think is from defensive roll, so it should still apply.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you're still good. I think. I don't have your sheet right now, but I want to say that's how we built.
I do
this.
have defensive roll, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do get a 5.
A 12.
A 12
7.
total. Oh no, my friend.
Uh-oh. I killed Bertram.
Not quite. You're at a -1, and you are dazed now. So you have one
Dazed.
standard action, but more pressingly, you feel that you are tumbling end over end as this power core member is rapidly about to crash. He's lost the ability to support his own flight in the air, and he is tumbling over as he rapidly approaches the ground. Man, he kind of got far too. So I will give everyone, we'll call initiative kind of dead here. Everyone gets a turn to do something about this crash. And it's kind of freeform.
Can I try to fly up and just grab him to slow it down? Because I don't want him to go splat.
And I will say, who's aware that he's in the boot right now?
Nobody.
I don't think anybody does, unless he
I
said
think
so.
Well, you
I
can
mean,
you can probably say it over the
An argument can also be made that since Marley has her mind sense, does she have the
If you're-
ability to know where people are around her?
I think you can sense emotions, and the directions that they're coming from. You would suddenly get a lot of what are you feeling right now? There's a big pop, and then it doesn't seem like you're flying the same trajectory anymore.
Yeah, I probably feel the same as this guy. Well, I'm dazed right now, so I'm not really thinking. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm falling, I think.
And this guy is screaming, crap, 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 crap. Really hoping his armor can stand up to this landing. Yeah, what does everyone else want to do? You said you wanted to fly up to him. Is anyone else making any kind of motions?
I am watching this happen.
Yeah, if I'm unaware that Bertram is in the boot, I get. Oh, here's the thing: are we all? I know it's Marley that feels the thing, but are we? Is it is that information being relayed?
Yeah, I think Marley would say Bertram's in the boot.
I would also say, regardless, this guy kind of took off upward and is now falling with clearly no control of his flight anymore. So that could still be of concern even if you weren't aware of Bertram, just depending on how you.
Are you guys,
it's
are you guys
it's a
okay
tough
with
suit of
murder?
armor.
I don't think Marley looks away from the crocodile really, but she would say over the chat, Bertram's up there too. And I think that if we are just out of initiative doing action things, is it an action to maintain the sleepy dreamy time, or can I do something else as well?
I don't remember how yours is built. Is it sustained? It should just be the asleep condition. I said
It
you
doesn't-
failed. Yeah.
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 doesn't
So
say
you don't have to.
sustained.
You don't have to maintain it for sure.
Okay, then I think because Ember's still Ember's not fully back, correct? Ember's still hurting.
Oh, yeah, I've healed up some, but I'm still dazed.
So you get
Sorry.
psychic healing 8. Healing 8. It says energizing, restorative, stabilize. I don't know what that means, but Claude does. And what this
It
looks
means
like,
it can clear stuff like fatigue and things like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I roll for this,
You
and
do.
I add
Roll
8?
and add 8. Correct.
Oh, cool. I thought I healed 8 points.
That would be.
Oh, I wish I had a hero point. Oh, sucks. I
What'd you
don't. I
get?
don't have one to spend. Not 1 on the die.
Oh
That's
no.
9 total.
That is too low. Wow. Sorry, I don't see a lot of failed healing. I think
Does
You
this just not
inflict
work,
wound.
or
you definitely don't hurt him anymore. There's So the DC is 10, and then everything above that is like extra healing. If
So I
you
got a
fail,
9.
there is the caveat that where is it?
This dice is
You
timeout.
have to wait at least a minute or use extra effort to try again. Basically, you can't heal him right now. Until
Extra
some time
effort.
passes.
How does that affect me if I don't have like a hero point to spend?
You'll become more exhausted.
Yeah, sure. Extra effort to try again. And I roll again.
Well, so it means like if you took that standard action on a future turn, it would also
Oh,
cost you extra effort.
got it,
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
just like
Okay, so
harder to do until at least
I-
a minute passes.
Okay, understood. Then I think what this looks like is Marley reaches towards Ember, trying to use intensify the healing of the flames around you, because she notices that the flames are what is healing you. So she's trying to intensify that to heal you more. Do you want to decide why that doesn't work? Leo, Extell?
Ooh. I
Or Claude?
was gonna
Claude,
say,
yeah.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Why doesn't it work as she reaches out?
Your fire is typically very like tempered in how you use it and how you control it. But over the past couple of minutes, being knocked unconscious and then coming back, your fire has become more defensive of you. It feels like almost independent of what you're doing. So I would say, if you would like, in this instance, for a hero point, because always if something happens like this, you want to throw a hero point. Would you say you're reaching towards him to heal him?
Yeah, her healing is touch, so she'd have to.
You reach out to touch him, and for a hero point, the fire could try to protect you from Marley.
Oh.
Are you okay with that? If I take
think that's cool. I think that's really cool.
I'll take that hero.
There's a hero point for you. Marley, you reach out to help him, and the flames that have been like kind of just a slight like basically that kind of mirage-y heat that's coming off that kind of distorts vision a little. In that instance, it all kind of coalesces into one spot that you're reaching towards and bursts into an actual flame that scorches your hand when you reach it.
That's pretty cool.
And I'll have you go ahead and take a bruise for that, but more importantly, it hurts you emotionally, I'm sure.
Yep.
You don't feel, because you are emotionally connected and you do sense emotions, you don't feel any malice or anything coming from him when he does this. It's not like he didn't do this on purpose, but it's just this weird like automatic reaction of the flames themselves.
And I imagine my back was turned, so I imagine Ember doesn't even notice it happen because he didn't do it. So he doesn't turn around or anything to look at you. He just is still looking up. And what I wanted to try to do, I'll let you continue what you're saying there in a second, but what I wanted to try to do is aid Revenant in catching this person if it comes down to a roll.
Okay. I like that.
Mostly to save Bertrum, but also because Ember also doesn't want to let people die.
Gotcha. So, Revenant, you definitely have the speed of flight to reach him, but I need you to roll a DC 5 dexterity check. Just pure dexterity.
All right.
DC's 5, every additional success helps slow the fall in time.
Okay. Well, that wasn't great. I rolled a 7, so I got a 4. I have a +3 in agility, and dex. So
7? You can catch him with that.
yay! Because you're all free falling now.
I will say, like, yeah, Ember could close the distance if he wants to make sure they land safely, but like, you're able to catch him, but you do impact with him. So I'll have you roll a toughness check Basically, you've grabbed him and both kind of crashed down, but you were slowing him a lot. You kind of changed the trajectory. I actually get 3 toughness checks here: one from Revenant, one from the Power Core guy, and one from Bertram.
Yeah. I don't know if I can make it because I am still fatigued, so I'm moving at half speed here. Would I still be able to make it to help out?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you could.
Because I couldn't spend that. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
I
that's
do
how
have
you
a
wanted
hero
to
point
aid.
to spend to
Yeah.
recover now. Yeah,
True.
but if I can
we
make it
could
without spending the hero point, I'll take
I
it.
was gonna say we can even do it as kind of like an interpose between them and the ground.
Yeah, which I will
Okay.
try to do. Which I think maybe further, maybe makes it feel awkward with the like burning of the hand. I didn't even turn
And
around.
then he
now I'm
leaves, like he just
actively rushing
rockets off as well. So this DC check is it's gonna be just a DC 15 from everyone except for Marley and Mecha Ochre.
I got a 13.
I got a 9.
Oh no.
Okay.
Great time rolling that one. Let me
How
tell
did
you.
how did you manage to fail this? So you would get a -1 in dazed. How did you do, Bertram?
13.
Okay, so just a bruise from you. The power guy is fine. Hilariously enough.
Because he landed on Revenant.
Everyone else, yeah. And then how'd you do, Ember?
Oh, let me make it. You said toughness?
Yep,
Oh, that's a
it's
nat 20.
Also fine. You and the power armor guy just kind of sandwiched the other two. And we will actually pick up from there. We're outside of initiative. I will say the power armor guy is surrounded enough by people that like there's no real escape here for him. So we'll play that out when we get back. But we'll take a quick little 5-minute break.
Sounds good.
Yep.
See you after the break. Bye, friends. And we are back. Hello and welcome back to Superhero Shenanigans on Don't Kill My Character. And I'm going to toss it on back to our Game Master, Claude.
Hello, thank you. So, jumping right back into it, where we left off, the Power Core members had one surrendered, the other one was shot out of the sky and caught, with no real recourse to escape as he intended. He will also immediately surrender. He's got 3 superheroes right next to him. There's a sleeping lizard man next to Marley, and the other Power Core member is within range of Gabe and recognizes that she is surrendering. So she doesn't try to make like a break for it. She has accepted this. I will allow Marley, because she was on the lookout for them at one point, just a quick perception check. There was one other element to the scene.
That's true. I want to know what those floaty 3 drone things are.
Right.
Okay. That's a 16. But I feel like the rest of the session might be roleplay. And I do have a +5 circumstance bonus from Devious Hearts from our last game. So I'm going to go ahead and make that a 21. Because I want to know what these things are.
21. Okay. During the chaos of the last moments of this, and really almost in response to the lizard getting knocked out, these have flown off in another direction. Altogether, they grouped up and they're very fast. They went away from the chaos of the Power Core, so when the action went this way, they went the other way.
That's so interesting that you said the word chaos in particular, that they were following chaos. Is that something I should be reading into? Or
Probably not.
okay. Yeah, sure. I'm not just worried in general about what is happening with Tracker right now. All right. So I think is one of my eyes still white? Do I know that I have a white eye?
You don't. You wouldn't feel any different. If anyone looked your direction, they would know that it is back to normal now. And in not too much time, I don't know what conversations happen aside from this other power core guy realizing he's not going to survive this, but the authorities arrive. It is actually Aegis that wants to take them away, not the local authorities, because they did just try to, or Aegis, they did just try to transport the power core member and failed. So this has gone up a level on who's going to have to deal with this guy, clearly. So yeah, they arrive, the big van. They've got, you know, the shield. It's like a shield / eagle, sheedgull, if you will. Nope, don't like it.
not.
Tried it.
I will
Tried
not.
it immediately. I would say to not to. Don't do the thing. And they're able to take them away. The lizard man doesn't put up any kind of fight anymore. It seems like his regeneration is not kicking in at this point. And they kind of load him into the back of a van after like securing him. There's like power dampening cuffs. That's like a just in case. They don't know if he's got any kind of like projection powers or anything. So they put those on him, and yeah, but he doesn't seem to stir during it. And they're able to
But
take
the
him away.
regeneration stops before they put the power dampeners on.
Yep, seem to.
I'm gonna say this whole time I'm like raggedly breathing. I'm gonna say with my roll, we were catching him, we ended up spinning, and I got squished in between
The power armor guy.
and the power armor.
Oof, between a like hot coal and a hard place.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Unfortunate. Sam, if you are speaking, you are voiceless.
No, I'm
Oh,
waiting for an opportunity to speak.
I really thought you had tried talking. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was like, oh man, that's unfortunate. Cool.
No, it's okay.
I'll pause for long enough for other people to talk. That's the problem.
It's okay. It's okay. Before they leave, Bertram wants to talk to them real quick. Some of the Aegis guys.
Okay.
So he gets up. He's bruised. He's not feeling great. He turns to normal size, and he walks past the lady in the suit, and he's like, "This would have been a lot easier if you just surrendered in the first place. Look, still the same ending." And
she just kind of shakes her head. There's an eye roll.
And then he goes up to some like Aegis guy maybe he knows or is familiar with. He's like, "Hey, you know, I've had to run into these guys a couple of times recently. Is it at all possible I could get like schematics or something to work with that I can understand how these suits work so I can shut them down more efficiently next time?"
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I know they have their stuff worked on. Like they've been different a little each time, but we can give you like the basics of what we figure out.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah. We'll contact you. We know how to reach you.
Awesome.
We'll also go ahead and I guess give you the info on what we figure out about Scaly here.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm very intrigued by the giant crocodile man.
So are we. We thought this was one of our regulars like that we've run into before, but this doesn't look like Goanna.
He's less iguana-y.
I think
And
if
Go ahead.
Marley can hear this conversation at all, she would say over the mental link, please don't let them know how we know, but if you want to, you can tell them that all of them seem to be a bit dampened, mind protected, something. There was a resistance there.
Bertram does not fully understand, so he will not communicate this to the Aegis.
Everyone heard that. It was to everyone on the link, but understood, Bertram.
Like you guys see Bertram's talking when she says he just kind of stops and like tilts his head a bit. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Yeah.
Is
I'll
Lance there?
approach.
No, Lance isn't here.
Okay.
Aw.
I'll approach
Sorry.
next to Bertram and put it like a hand on Bertram, like the shoulder.
Ah!
Oh, sorry.
Your hand is so big and strong.
I apologize. I am flame off now.
As you shut your flame off, there's like it takes effort. You can do it, but you had to tamp it down.
Noted. I'll just come up and just say these creatures were organized. These two we've seen before with insert mob family name here. I don't remember. Me, Extell doesn't remember. Ember
Gotcha.
remembers.
The Malakov Mafia. They were part of the
Just
trade.
got
with
it. I would have
they
been
were-
able to just give it
They
to
were
you.
actually on the other side of that trade, so they were working with someone trading to the Malakov Mafia.
Oh, lovely.
Just as clarification.
Maxime Filipov, Mark Isakov are names I have it here. I don't know what they mean. I didn't give context. I just wrote the names in that session.
Just names.
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 I'll just relay the details of. I'm pretty sure they know that thing happened, so I'll just say these two were there for that deal we busted up a while back.
Gotcha.
The rest of them don't know where they're from. They seem organized and they have some sort of way to block mental attacks.
Yeah, I think we heard that the Power Core had something in their suits that do that too. So if they're working together, that kind of tracks. We'll look into it.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
with that, they pack them all up, roll out. Revenant?
Mhm.
Actually, no. Not yet. Don't worry about it.
That's not ominous.
You
Whatever
die.
Claude said. Don't worry about it.
I
You
changed
fall
my name very
unexpectedly.
Someone reaches in from another dimension and pulls you in.
They're like, hey. I'm like, wait, no, not yet. Stay tuned. So, yeah, they take off. What does the group do in kind of the aftermath of this?
I'd say Travis kind of gets up, like holding his ribs, and kind of hobbles over to Bertrum, and kind of uncharacteristic to their relationship, he hugs Bertrum.
Ow.
I am so sorry. I didn't know you were in there.
That's okay. Yeah, that's alright. It happens.
And I just stay there. I'm like, I'm sorry. It hurts to move.
I completely understand. I'm still a little out of it.
I'm fine now.
Yeah.
And it's true. He's been healing this whole time.
You're gonna need new clothes, buddy.
I got a lot of them. I'm used to fire powers and all that.
Sounds expensive.
I'll just kind of backhandedly go, I don't think Marley minds.
Marley is not probably in sight, has like wandered off, moved herself from the scene, especially because Aegis was around, and she usually makes herself a bit scarce when Aegis is there. So she's just a little ways away, wherever that is.
I will say that there was medical personnel too, either Aegis or otherwise, is there. If you need to wrap your hand or any kind of first aid, they would kind of help patch you up enough to be like, as much as you're willing to accept, because a lot of times superheroes are like, nah, I got this. Or, they don't want to reveal who they are. So it's very like, here's some stuff you can use. And then they just take off.
Well, thank you, please.
Yeah. All right. I'll remove that one bruise then.
I just want to give you an excuse to wrap it dramatically, honestly.
If I can find.
I mean, yeah,
Marley,
she's
I will try to.
probably. Yeah, we can do that. She's like off to the side, and like she does not know how to wrap her own bruises because this has not happened to her before. But she also is not going to ask anyone for help. She is just off to the side with whatever wrappings they give for like, here's the hero kit because you're not going to let us help you.
Ember, if you go looking, you could eventually find Marley, who, has distanced herself. But I mean, this happens when Aegis is around, so not super, alarming or anything. And she is kind of fighting with one of the bandages. It's so
Oh.
awkward because you have to put like the burn like salve stuff and then wrap it, but then your hand's all gooey and then you need to use the other one, and it's yeah.
She's trying to wrap the burned hand. Yeah.
Not
I
a
think
good
he
feel.
sees you. I think he sees you struggling with it, and sort of like, if you are struggling with it, that is.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he kneels down on one knee. And
This is moving really quickly.
he gets down without saying anything. He gets if you're okay with this, not saying anything. He gets down on one knee and like takes your hand very gently and starts applying all the stuff. He's like, I've gotten used to this. Did I burn you during the fight?
It wasn't. I could tell it wasn't on purpose. You were distracted.
Yeah, my powers are being weird.
I felt that from you too.
Are you okay though?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a little bruise. You were torn apart.
It happens sometimes. Won't be the first time. Won't be the last, probably. Not in this line of work. It's not for me, at least. I can afford to be a little bit more reckless when I go in for fights, because I can, as you can see, right as rain now.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're okay.
Does that bother you?
This is what bothered me.
You had a look. Sorry, I'm probably reading into it much.
It doesn't bother me that you're okay. I like that you're okay. It bothered me that you weren't okay.
No, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. I've learned a lot from you in this since we've met, and I like being around you, and I care about you, so I am bothered when you're not okay. And I feel better when you are okay. It makes me feel more okay. And I don't get to feel my own feelings a lot, but I feel like I feel them more when I'm with you, and I like that too.
I like the feelings I feel when I'm with you too.
Do you? Because I feel like when you're with me, I feel like you're nervous and uncomfortable. So I didn't think you did like being
I
around
forgot
me
that you
too.
feel no, that's no, it's
Is he like right now? Like
no,
I- so I didn't think
that's
you actually liked.
fine. That's probably because I enjoy your company a lot. A lot.
Mecha Ochre. There's always the post-combat, everyone kind of, everything chills out after, but this is your first time really doing anything with this group, and now you've seen them in action. Let's, forgive the pun, but let's do a temperature check for Mecha Ochre here. What's going on?
After you just left, of course, I transformed back into Gabe, and I've kind of walked off to find the motorcycle. I'm kind of walking back with it. I'm adjusting a strap. I'm a little quiet. I think if anybody notices, I'm just sort of just kind of standing there with the motorcycle, looking a little lost. Early in the battle, I realized how much I expect and relied on Mecha Squad. And all of them, blue, ruby, magenta, silver. After that first punch, blue would have swung in and continued the attack. There would have been a beam weapon, probably, from silver. And just the continual misses started to make me feel like I was just entirely useless in the fight. Happy that things turned out well, and I was able to help take down the lizard guy. But it's clear to me that I have a lot to learn now that I am on a different team, and I have to. I realize that while it's fine for me to realize that I'm in a different universe, I really have to be more thoughtful about working with this new team. And in the past couple of days, I've felt fine, right? I maybe I'm just treating it too casually, right? I enjoyed time with Ember, and with Bertrum, and with Marley. But when I made that little slip, and for that brief second, kind of felt that tracker was Ruby, I kind of realized how much I do miss my family. And I'm just trying to figure that out in my head.
And Bertram, Revenant, Marley, and Leo, even, you would see him kind of at a distance from everyone for a little bit. I mean, Marley, you also walked off, so I mean, it's, you know, everyone's kind of going through a thing. But yeah, if anyone would notice, Gabe's just kind of like taking in everything, just standing next to the bike. Like, eventually he'll hop on and go back to Ravens, which is home for the moment. Like, it's the closest thing he has to a home currently. So, yeah. Revenant and Bertram, yeah, if you have anything. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'll just like turn smile and hop on his motorcycle.
Oh,
I was like, hey.
is this? Hey, I'm sorry. Did I borrow your motorcycle?
Oh, I'm not I don't think I look like a motorcycle person.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But you know, it's a nice motorcycle. I'd love to work on it.
Oh yeah, it suits you well. So
Yeah.
how was that for you? I know that
I mean, to watch you all in action, how Ember, wow, Ember and Revenant they just all business when it comes to taking out these minions and these power suits, and with you, and I don't know what was going on in there, but whatever you did really bothered that person in that power suit.
yeah,
And
it really did.
Marley,
I don't really know what
tracker.
I did.
I don't know either, but I mean, clearly you all have done this before, and
Well, it's
I
pretty
just
clear
hope
you
I can
have
deserve to
too.
be part of the team.
Of course, Gabe. What's
Yeah.
your name? Sorry. Still a little. My head's still a little wound from falling in a robot suit. I mean, don't forget what you did. I saw you working with Ember there. You got the two of you, and I gave you that opening, and the two of you both took great advantage of that. I mean, you did a lot to help with all of this. It might have taken you a minute or two to find your legs or a power staff or power arm, whatever metaphor you'd like to use here, but you did a lot of good heroine work there. Well, I'm not one who would, I'm not one who would do that, but I don't grudge anyone for doing it. You did a good job. You helped stop that monster.
I appreciate it. I guess I'm just for the past few days, I've kind of been going with it, and kind of reminded me, what I'm missing, and that I think I need to sit with this a little bit more, not inwardly but outwardly, and really understand where I am now, and that I've got a new family to think about, a new family to work with.
I think, for a dramatic moment, because I'm not there.
You're
But
not.
I think
you're
from
standing there.
over, because I think we all see you sort of standing there talking to Bertram, and I think just taking a break from talking to Marley, Ember stands up and you see him sort of look towards your direction, and over the mind link, because I believe it's still up.
Yeah.
We'll say to you, good job, Gabe. It's good to have you on the team.
Thanks, Leo. That means a lot. You too, and you too, Revenant.
You guys would notice at that point, like Marley, you would notice it would be shut down on his side. And he kind of looks, Marley and Ember together chatting. Gabe and Bertram are off chatting, and he just kind of nods and flies away, pulling out his phone, calling Caleb Gardner, the press guy, asking if he could do a quick interview to rectify some wrongs he's done.
He'll pick up Revenant. Kind of glad I got the first nod for this, actually. Is this about the video circulating right now? I assume.
Video? No, I was calling about something else, but what do you mean video?
I mean, not to insult you, I assume you'd be the type of person who kind of has like alerts for your own kind of news stories about you. Sorry, I don't mean that in an offensive way, but it's good to stay on top of that stuff. No, I was talking about the video going around of you shooting that guy out of the sky.
Oh, that was caught? Sweet.
I don't know
Not
if
a
I would
good
call it sweet with what people are saying online about it. It's just like some not so great like phone footage of it. Like it's pretty hard to get sight of. It's just people don't know the story behind it. It's kind of the same people that think you're too extreme, but yeah, it's not a great look going around right now.
Yeah, that is probably my sister then, which does bring me to the interview topic.
Yeah, I'm all ears. Sorry, let me write this down.
And I'll be like, I will give you an exclusive interview over what happened.
Love that.
here. I just need some time to publicly apologize to my sister.
Oh.
The last time I was on your show, I did call her out, and things have come to light that it was not accurate.
Okay. I could get my people to reach out to her too if you're interested in appearing together. I mean, we can do a quick set the record straight too. I'm fine with that. That's actually easier for me to schedule. It's just if you're interested, I know she can be reached.
Eventually, yes, but I don't think our relationship is one where your studio may remain standing.
All right, noted and appreciated. So what I'll do, yeah, we can schedule this one for sure. I'm on board with that. I can start getting things rolling on the background, not say you have anything to do with it, but just like be in touch with her people in case it comes up. If you're fine with that.
Eventually, yes, I'd be fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get back to you with the scheduling because I'm just the like 8 out of 10 pretty face that's on the news, but my studio actually has to get this all together. But yeah, we'd love the exclusive. Eyewitness News is here, and yeah, let us witness you, Revenant. So I'll get that going.
Sweet. And don't sell yourself short, Caleb. You're more than just a pretty face.
You are a charmer, Revenant. I'll be in touch.
Sounds good.
Anything else as Revenant flies into the distance? We're kind of doing a very, very quiet close. So Revenant's on his way. Where's he headed? What does he do after something like this? I know he's wrestling with the sibling thing right now, but yeah.
He's feeling a little isolated right now. So he'd probably try to reach out to Lance, but Lance is kind of busy. So he would go to his old abandoned apartment and just kind of stay there for a little bit, just to kind of process feelings and frustrations and Caleb and Gabe and
Are you romanticizing your solitude right now?
Would Revenant do that? Never.
Who's gonna tell him he's not? He's alone.
Brutally staring out the dark window. Yeah.
Speaking of romanticizing, though, can we go back to that scene?
Well, I was gonna say we will leave Revenant in like the shadows of his old apartment, but it is Revenant.
The shadows of himself.
The shadows are not just what the apartment. Like he makes it gloomier with his presence. And there is not quite solitude, as you've still got every once in a while just that quiet whisper you can't quite understand from the shadows.
And I would say the last thing is, because I am feeling like immensely alone at this point, because everybody's kind of off doing their own thing. I'd feel in the shadows like multiple things kind of calling to me, and I feel like you can reach out and kind of bring them to fruition, but I just at this point I can't focus enough to make it happen.
Gotcha. I would say there is, from one of the corners as you're kind of sitting and brooding, there would be kind of like the edge of a panel where almost in the shadow, like a hand before it sinks away. And it's like you see it. It's like you're making it kind of able to solidify enough to reach, but then it's gone. Lovely. And speaking of lovely, as someone else tried to transition the scene on me, how dare, we cut back to Leo and Marley, if there's anything left to say or do.
Yeah, I mean, Leo just said. Marley is going to say, you know what's really difficult is that I get everyone else's emotions in my head a lot. And so I know how other people are feeling, sometimes even thinking, whether I want to or not, without them having to tell me. But I have to try and find words to tell others how I feel. And I'm not good at words. You're very good at words. And you just used very good words. And I feel that too. I also care about you a lot.
Oh. And he hasn't let go of your hand this entire time, still just gently holding, even after finishing bandaging it, just sort of still just kind of like gently holding it in one of his hands. And he stands up and he sort of looks at you and he's like, and he looking for going slowly in case you want to reject this touch that he's about to give you. But he pushes some of your hair behind your ear and says, so do you want to go get coffee sometime?
Can it? Yes. Yeah.
I can
Coffee.
keep it warm. And never go cold. The coffee with me.
No, coffee or pizza, because I still owe you all pizza. What? That wasn't what you meant, was it? You, after the race, said we should get pizza, and I thought it was...
That was me asking you out on a date, but that was more abrupt than
I would say
I meant it to
yes
be.
we can go on the pizza date and the coffee date, and if you want more dates, if I don't screw those up.
I think more dates would be nice if you want to after the first one.
Even though I just tore a lizard's brain apart, maybe?
I mean, the lizard tore me apart, so I guess he had it coming.
Yeah, I couldn't let that...
I mean, he's alive, so, it's fine. He also heals, so, he'll be fine, later.
Are you fine? Are you...
Oh, I feel great. I feel real good, actually. Better than ever, I think. Yeah, this is wonderful. Yeah, no, yo. Yeah. So, yeah, this is great. In his mind, because he doesn't think about... he doesn't think about the fact that they're still all connected to the call, and also which is very normal for him to forget that other people can hear his thoughts when you're all connected. And he, in his mind, gives a in Spider-Man when Tobey Maguire is like, "Wow!" It's that.
So yeah, I mean, Marley would be like, I think Marley just starts laughing. She just starts giggling.
Well, what's funny?
She's going to turn off the group chat.
Hey, all right. Well, hey.
And say out loud to you, that was over the group chat. But
his face goes. he's frozen.
But I turned that off so it can just be us, because I really like it being us.
Hey guys.
What?
I just ordered pizza. We were gonna head back to the mansion. Are you guys interested?
There's nothing there. There's no connection.
He walked over to you guys.
Oh, you're Bertrum!
He's right there next to you guys.
Leave? You didn't leave on the motorcycle? Okay. Marley's gonna look at you.
We were waiting for you guys.
Are you little when you approach? Because I know you're faster that way. Okay.
I'm hurt. I don't want to jump.
That's fair.
Maybe we'll meet up with you in a little bit.
Yeah.
I yell from a distance, Marley, Ember, it's pizza and cookie time.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do we did just defeat a enemy together. I think it'd be good bonding time, especially for Gabe.
Yeah. Or are you guys doing something else? You guys got planned? Should I order less? I could. It's not too late.
To cancel a pizza, ugh, the worst.
Or we could have leftovers.
No, this can be
Gabe,
all of us time. It's we have more time that we can all spend together.
I'm feeling like it's not fine.
Didn't even need an insight check. Man is astute.
We're talking about some, stuff here. We'll meet you there.
The Yahoo thing, yeah. Okay.
Immediately called out for it. Good lord.
No, anyway, sorry. I'm gonna never forget about this stuff. We'll just go, and you guys can come get pizza if you want it. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll meet you there sometime later.
Don't stay out too late. Bye.
Die.
Never home by midnight, young man.
Amazing.
Die.
Hey, Gabe, I think we can head back. You want to drive? I don't have anything.
Oh yeah. I'll drive back. What about Marley and Ember and Leo?
I think they got something going on.
Well, okay, all right.
I don't know.
Lord.
They might come. I don't know. They seemed unsure.
Okay, well, let's go.
Yeah.
Question: are you hosting at your place?
I thought we were going
I
back
was
to
wondering.
Ravens.
Okay, I was just wondering. I was like,
nice
do
on
y'all
you,
ever
yeah.
go hang at your
We go to Raven's house always.
I live outside of the city. I mean,
That's right.
my work is inside the city, but I live outside, so be a while.
Raven's place is kind of like that house on the block, that all the kids
Everyone.
go to. Yeah,
Even when she's not there, we're
Except all the
still
kids
there.
Even
have
when they're not there.
superpowers. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
All the
keys.
kids are freaks.
Anyway, Gabe, I want to ask. So in issue 12, there was a scene where,
As they drive.
It's out.
Is there anything else as we kind of wrap and close? No.
I guess it's just it's Marley and Leo there, and Marley be like, I got a big family with them. You're definitely part of it too now.
Yeah, I hope so.
You definitely are.
Should we?
And like the family
keep
thing
going?
also is. Yeah,
I know what you mean. It's okay.
You know what I mean without me saying it and without reading my thoughts or emotions. That's cool.
Yeah, go with
That's
context,
helpful. That's
Yeah.
so helpful.
Yeah. So he holds out his hand to you. So shall we?
And she takes it. Where to?
Pizza time. We'll start.
Time.
Instead of going super fast, I think he, if you let him, puts you on his back again, like always. But instead of running super fast, he's walking.
Power walking.
normally. Yeah,
Oh,
he's walking normally because you get the feeling that he wants to savor the moment, as it were.
it's just an excuse to be next to you.
It's like I can walk. If we're
I know,
walking,
but-
I can. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
he's-
just like
He's
lifting
basically
you up.
shirtless.
Oh my.
There is that. You
Yeah.
are his shirt in a way. Some people are like, "I'll give you the shirt off my back." You're taking it to another level. Like, I would be the shirt on your back.
I am the shirt.
I am the shirt on your back.
Cool.
So as you leave like that, and you
What a
discuss
visual.
issue 12, and you brood in the darkness, we get a nice little coda in a dark room with lots of screens, as videos from various aerial angles of the lizard men, the ones that were defeated and kind of melted away, and then the big recovering one. And there's a man there, glasses, fingers steepled menacingly. turns to an assistant next to him, and so this particular subject, pointing to the large one, performed adequately. Actually exceeded our expectations in some way. I think these will be a valuable product for our buyers. And from further in the back of the room, but these heroes, I think they're going to be a problem for us. And we'll stop it there.
Ooh.
Thank you all for playing.
Wow.
There will be some changes to the character sheets a little bit as people advance in little packages as the way I'm giving out PowerPoints here. But yeah, hope everyone enjoyed. I think this was fantastic. We're going to do our little outros, and I will go ahead and start so that I don't have to end it. Big brain. I am Claude, aka Curly Insane Guy, or Curly Insane Guy _ on Threads. You can find me talking about superheroes, comics, and TTRPGs. Also starting to do some stuff here and there on Twitch. It's just talking things. If anyone wants to come and hang out with me there, the schedule is very much up in the air right now because of winter or midwinter break. Schools are weird now. I don't understand them anymore. But yeah, I will eventually have a regular schedule there, so it would be awesome to have people to chat with as I look at comics and prep for my TTRPGs. So, there could be some chat about things going on here, potentially. That's it for me.
All right, Grant, take it away.
All right. My name's Grant, as she said. I'm at Meredith on most socials. Huge nerd geek, like I said before. Feel free to chat me up. Love talking to people about nerdy things. Yeah, and that's it. Jackie, your turn.
Hey, I'm Jackie. Yeah, and can't really find me in very many places now, but if you like fun little Lego things, look me up on the Insta at Tiny Brick Place. All right.
Yeah. Cute little Lego things.
Yeah, who's next?
Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
I'm bouncing around my screen. No, it makes sense if you see. You guys can't see the layout. When you see the layout, it'll make some amount of
It's
sense.
like a
Whoa.
heartbeat. Aww.
Yeah, it is. It is like that. It's like the heart
Yeah,
line.
nailed
is.
it.
Yeah.
Without
That
looking.
is what
Nice.
it's. Yep.
Good job, Claude.
Good job, Claude.
You get a hero
I'm
point.
Sam. You deserve it, Claude.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah, okay. I'm Sam. You can find me at threads at server.sam. You can find me on Blue Sky at comicsams1. You can also come check me out on the podcast network I host called the Atomic Broadcasting Network. Right now we're releasing our second season of a Delta Green horror actual play called Records of the Unknown. It's a mix between an actual play and an audio drama is how we edit it. So there's a lot of the gaming is cut off for more of a listening roleplay experience. We also have a weekly Pathfinder show called Written in the Lost. So you can check me out there. That's kind of what I get up to most of the time.
Toss it to Extell if you're done. Seems like you're done.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hello, everybody. I am Extell, at Extro the King on all the socials. I am still on Twitter, but don't go there. I wouldn't suggest being on there. I'm on there for various reasons, but not much. Go on there to keep up with some of my friends who are still on there, and that's about it. Other than that, I just stay clear of it, which you should too, and go to another platform instead. But I am on there. You can catch me at Tales from the Table Studios as well, where I'm the social media manager there for the channel. By the time you're seeing this, it'll be this Saturday. You can catch the penultimate episode of Path of the Fates, which is a Force and Destiny Star Wars AP, which wild stuff is going to happen. We're going to be in our last 3 episodes. You're going to catch the second one out of those 3 at this point, and I'm pretty sure by then the first one will have been pretty wild because it's pretty wild already. But anyway, you can catch me on All Our Faults, which is on TTN for Monster Hearts podcast, where we play, Monster Heart player teenagers, and they're dealing with a lot of stuff. I play Solomon the Werewolf Skin, and he is the opposite of Ember, and more so personalities and less so ability. He doesn't have fire powers. He's a werewolf, but just as strong, but more violent and more prone to hurting things. Let's see. There's a lot of other stuff you can catch me on. You can catch me Start Playing, which is a good time, where I run games. I got a vampire game on there now, which is full up. But I will, maybe by the time this happens, we'll see. But I will have a Fabula Ultima game up there for that. So that'll be fun if you want to join it. Don't know what day it'll be because I haven't put it up there yet, but maybe by the time you see this, it will be up there. So go check it out. Start playing Extell the King. It's me. And there's a lot of other stuff that literally I could go on for probably the next 10 minutes to talk about. That I got stuff going on.
Do a lot.
But instead of that, you can just follow me on socials and see about it there. So don't go on too long here. But yeah, I've played Ember. This will be my last. No, it won't be my last episode.
Oh, why would you do that?
Thought I'd play with your emotions one more time before the end of the stream. I apologize. Y'all are wonderful. Thanks for tuning in, and we love you.
We love you too. All right. I am Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, and don't kill my character. Kate the Great Cosplay stuff is under that handle. Probably my next convention's not until PAX East in May, but if you're gonna be there, say hi. I'll announce what I'm doing once I know what I'm doing. And then, don't kill my character. You're watching Superhero Shenanigans. This airs mostly every other Wednesday. Sometimes the schedule is going to be a bit off. Claude's going to be at Emerald City Comic Con, so we're going to have a little bit of a funkier schedule for March. And to keep on top of the schedule for March and our schedules overall, you can join our Discord. You can follow us on social media. Usually the Discord is the first to know the full schedules for the months ahead. And then social media, we announce day in advance, depending on how much my own brain can handle. So thank you all for being here. Thank you to the incredible cast playing tonight. Thank you to the cast who play every night. Thank you to the people who are helping with the layouts and the posts and the overlays. And I am just very grateful for all of you. And thank you all for watching and listening to our stories and telling stories with us, because there are always more stories to tell. Goodbye, friends.